your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool
are.
house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, Just Isaac, the biggest movie fan. I'm glad you're with me at least. I sent it out on Twitter. We have some movie topics. I am doing the mailbag. I'm wearing a ridiculous thing that's extremely comfortable. I got it from Amazon. It was like $25. I got me and my wife one. It's like wearing a blanket. It's so warm. It's freezing out. I could even, I could put the hood on. I highly recommend it. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Today was a good day. Did some family errands. I'm giving you a little, little behind the scenes here, what I've been doing. Still working on the gift my wife got me. I'm going to wait till tomorrow and Saturday to finish building it because I want to get it done right. I don't want to make any mistakes. My father wants to go tape hunting potentially on the weekend. And I just haven't had time to go to the movies. I want to go to the movie theater. It's been so cold and I've been focusing on other things. Like I lifted weights once this year so far. I want to do at least 2-3 times a week to get started and do other exercises. It's just, I've been so busy and eating right. Yeah, I've been eating less, trying to really control my portions, slowly get healthier foods into the house. So I am trying to do that. I think you can see my face slimmed down a little bit. I need to shave as well. And I hope you're doing great, Isaac. You're still the only one in the chat. If you're just getting here, please thumbs up the video. Really shows the support of the channel. And if you're new to MME, this is Movie Madness Entertainment. I have to do, that's something else I got to do at the beginning. For any new viewers out there, please subscribe. It costs you nothing. It really helps the channel. And analytics, we have 60% of viewers are not subscribed. So you can help this channel compete with the big boys or the big, not big ladies, but Grace Randolph. The big boys are Grace Randolph. And I will do more content and I will give you my best effort and all I do to bring you good entertainment. Because there is good entertainment out there, you just have to search for it. And that's what we focus on here. We are going to cover the hard topics and stories, but there's things you might have missed. And there's a lot of great things in entertainment, and enjoy it while you can, because there's always going to be entertainment, but some of it, some of your favorite things may not be there, so appreciate it. Brian says, I didn't feel like coming on. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing well, Brian. I hope you're doing good. What do you think of my ridiculous outfit? I will bring up Twitter. Let me see if I could find the main topic is about Spider-Man 4, which is really exciting. I have to find it on my Twitter timeline, though, which I really retweet a lot. There's lots of great things to retweet. Let me see if I could just find an article. Would be great. I may have to bring up an article. Yeah, it was like $25. It's not exactly a robe. It's like almost kind of like a Snuggie. It's just like wearing a huge blanket. It's so warm. It's freezing here. It's probably not freezing where you're at, but it's freezing here. Let me see. Spider-Man 4 director. That's what we want to talk about. Okay, here it is. There's a game rant. I just started a stream. What? Hold on a second. Sorry, my wife didn't know I was back. I've been busy. I was running errands. Okay. So I did find an article to get us started, Isaac. Let me make sure to... Yes, and the clip outs and shorts are really helping the channel. They're really helping us get where we need to be, so they will continue. I do want to move in there single videos that are not just clip outs too of hot topics. Degrassi's ahead of me. Has anyone told Drew Goddard yet? He's pretty busy right now, LOL. Do you think he's too busy to take up Spider-Man 4, though, Degrassi? Because all the rumors are pointing that he is a front runner for potential Spider-Man 4, and he has a good background, at least when you ask fans of the Netflix Daredevil series. Rumor, Spider-Man 4 may replace someone from Tom Holland's... No, that's not the... Wait a second. Oh, yeah, it's about the director. A new Spider-Man 4 rumor. Okay. They're acting like it's someone in the cast. It's the director. Get these stupid ads out there. Spider-Man 4 may see a major shakeup with director John Watts possibly being replaced, leaving fans shocked and confused about the future of the franchise. While Tom Holland is willing to return as Spider-Man, rumors of a fresh start and a new story arc have been circulating, potentially involving a team-up with Daredevil. And I think that's like a slam dunk. I think it's most likely. I think if I was going to put a percentage on it, I would say 75% that Daredevil and Spider-Man team up against Kingpin. And that is why this rumor seems more plausible, because Drew Goddard is rumored to be a replacement for Watts as a director with his previous experience in writing for Daredevil, the Netflix series, and directed Cabin in the Woods, making him a good fit. I don't know why Cabin in the Woods directing makes him a good fit for the job, but Daredevil for sure. Peter Parker, actor Tom Holland, previously stated he would be willing to come back as Spider. Of course he will. It's his biggest franchise. Speculation around a fresh start for Peter Parker and the beginning of a brand new trilogy have also been circulating since the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home wiped everyone's memories. And it's exciting that we actually are getting to Spider-Man 4. That's pretty impressive, because they usually reboot after the third one. You don't need to. These could be like the college years. There was a significant story after the last one where everyone's memories were wiped. I do also want to see this version of Spider-Man face more challenges. And I honestly don't want to reboot right now. I think there's a lot of story left to tell with this version of Spider-Man. But I also want to ask you, viewers, and watching on the replay, are you happy they're continuing Spider-Man? We almost got a Spider-Man 4 with the Raimi Spider-Man movies. Or do you want them to just do... Would you think it's time for a new version of Spider-Man? I'm all in on Tom Holland and seeing where it goes, and seeing what other villains they could come up with, and other team ups, especially I think it's just too much of a big opportunity to have this version of Spider-Man go up against Kingpin and have Daredevil team up, you know. What does this mean, Degrassi? He might want to let James Gunn know. Are you saying he may have a project in the DC studios for under James Gunn? Why not the people working on Daredevil now? Well, they had the reboot for one, and the other reason I would think, just speculation here, Degrassi, is that they're busy working on the Daredevil show where they want to get the productions like one after another. They don't want to wait till everything's finalized with Daredevil season 1. They want to have it up and ready to go right after. And if you wanted to use that crew that's working on the new Daredevil series, I think you have to wait longer to do Spider-Man 4 if you wait for them. That's what that's what I'm thinking. These productions go pretty boom, 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 I think, you know. You heard this movie's going to set up the Avengers movie? I believe so. Yeah. I'm saying Drew Goddard is in the DC story group. Confirmation confirmed. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm glad they at least got the Punisher team for Daredevil Born Again. I didn't hear that. You mean the Punisher TV series? Okay. Well, I'm also ready for, I think Watts did a good job, but I'm ready for someone else to take up the directing of it. According to scooper Daniel Rickman, the franchise may replace Watts as director and bring Drew Goddard to helm Spider-Man 4. But it's from Daniel Rickman, Degrassi. This news shocked fans, given that all the signs pointed towards Watts' return and because Watts directed all 3 hit films in the home trilogy. And I think that's, I don't know. I guess I'm a little conflicted. If it was Sam Raimi there and he did the trilogy, I kind of want him to continue. Hey, Voltaire.
Hi, and hello, everybody.
Hey, this is good news at the beginning. Now, Degrassi says that this Drew Goddard, one of the writers for the original Netflix Daredevil series, is too busy to do Spider-Man 4. But there's a lot of rumors coming out all the same time that this director is who they're searching for Spider-Man 4, and he's worked on the Daredevil series. It makes a lot of sense. Everything looks like it's going towards a team up with Spider-Man and Daredevil against Kingpin. I think it's too much of a missed opportunity to not do it,
I would agree.
Bringing Kingpin back and how much Kingpin is a Spider-Man character. A great villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People love him.
But Degrassi's saying no, it's too much. He's on the DC James Gunn story group. Anthony's here. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, did you hear about this Drew Goddard potentially directing Spider-Man 4 over John Watts?
I heard it about like 3 hours ago on Twitter. So I think it would be cool, but he's busy with James Gunn.
Well, I didn't know that part. Heavily involved with Gunn's DCU. I'm not saying it's impossible, but highly unlikely. Okay.
If he has to let James Gunn know if he's ever gonna do one of these projects.
Could this peel him away from James Gunn?
Probably.
Like if it's enough money and enough opportunity, could they be sniping talent from Gunn?
Well, it depends on what heavily involved already means. If he's already in, maybe they have him.
Well, I mean, but he's involved in the story. Like what were you saying before, Degrassi? DC story group compared to director.
Confirmed.
The script is done, yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's a different position, right?
But that's a cooler position, arguably.
What, director or story group?
Story group.
You think story group is more?
Well, it's like a long-term job, right? It's not like a one-and-done
Okay.
director deal. It's like you're in the story group, and I mean, I imagine that includes him directing at some point if he wanted to.
I mean,
Sounds
we
like
don't. Yeah, like what project is he's doing for James Gunn? We don't know. You probably announce it later. Maybe
I
next
would
year.
assume that
A
the
couple
more
years.
prestigious job is a director. That's my thought. I don't know. That's my
Yeah,
assumption.
director's a one-time gig.
Yeah. I don't know. I will be happy either way because he came from Daredevil Netflix, and that's one of my favorite
Yeah, he created the
superhero
whole
projects.
universe. Yeah, he created the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a universe. Yes. Let me see.
I mean,
Drew
if,
can work for Marvel and DC. He wouldn't be the first, but I don't think James Gunn's going to be happy about that, honestly.
James Gunn say actors and for Marvel and DC could work with both companies.
Okay.
So if this does happen, I could see him working on both
All right.
because he would be directing. He's not writing. The script would already be done if they offer him this.
He's one of the only two film directors in the DC story group. Who would be the other? I don't know. James
Yeah,
Gunn.
if he's on the story group, how is he going to go work on Marvel stuff? The story group is like an
Well, I didn't know
ongoing-
that before I set this. I didn't know that before I set this topic up. I didn't know he was on the story group. I knew
Well, that's a steady
I
paycheck
knew Tom
ongoing.
King was on there, but I didn't know Drew Goddard was.
Yeah, he was in a picture. Yeah, the other day. That New Year's.
But
thing.
I didn't really follow Drew Goddard. I just heard it today, and I was like, oh, that's a cool story to cover.
And if you put yourself in his shoes, right? Like, here comes James Gunn. He said, I'm going to give you a regular gig on the story group. So it's a regular paycheck. And you're a director. You're going to direct at some point. We'll come up with something. Wouldn't you rather that job than to come direct Spider-Man 4? It's interesting, right? Opportunity-wise, what's the better opportunity if you were in his shoes?
Mm-hmm.
I would be a part of the story group because that would be long term. I will get to work with brand new universe that's getting started, than an old one. So independent. I think John Watts, I think he's. I mean, the reason he didn't do Fantastic Four because he's tired. He was tired of doing superhero stuff after working for doing Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. So he's doing Star Wars next. I think the show's coming out this year.
Well, the other thing that may be a draw is how much street level characters are going in there, and it's kind of like he helped that Netflix universe. Like there may be more than one project potentially. If it's true, it still might not be true. But let me read this part here. In addition to the rumor that he might direct or is considered direct, other rumors have revealed the plot of Spider-Man 4. Several scoopers and insiders have suggested that Spider-Man 4 script mimics Captain America Civil War structure, with the main conflict involving infighting among the heroes on the streets of New York. That would be great. I would love that. Now, this is a rumor, but that sounds really cool to me. There's also been buzz about cameos from Kate Bishop's Hawkeye, Maya Lopez Echo, and the long-awaited return of Kristen Ritter's Jessica Jones. That sounds awesome. I hope it comes to. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we need after the lukewarm MCU of the past few years. I think.
A serious tone, more street level stuff, and that is exciting to see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So like street level, like Penguin type sounds like what if he sticks with DC. Drew Goddard was working on several DC projects well before Gunn and Safran came along. And Drew Goddard is also best pals with Matt Reeves, if that tells you anything. So that tells me that if he sticks with DC, besides the DC what James Gunn is doing, that he could be working on the Matt Reeves verse, like Penguin or Arkham series, like street level and that type of thing.
Right.
Oh yeah, the Arkham series with the new Batman James Gunn is going to introduce for Andy Machete. I mean, yeah, we already know that Matt Reeves is working with James Gunn with that as well. So,
What would you rather work for right now if you had a choice?
I will work with DC because it's a brand new thing starting.
Yeah,
it's a brand new company, it's a brand new studio, it's a brand new people running it.
The thing is, though, you can make, depending on your deal, like the director of Spider-Man 3, No Way Home. Did that make $2 billion?
Almost
That
did. Is that
if
one
you
point? I think
have
it's 1
back
point,
end
yeah.
deal on the success of it, and there's cameos in that, you could make
Yeah, but Max,
a
how many people get
huge
back
amount of
end
money.
deals? Has he got enough clout to
I
get
don't
a
I don't
back-end
know. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. Well, I
It's
mean, for these movies, I think they at least recently, a lot of these superhero movies had back end deals for success. And this is Spider-Man 4 is likely to succeed big time, depending on who else is going to be in the movie. You know, I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money on Spider-Man 4 if it continues with the momentum of Spider-Man 3. Like if it's going bigger and better, you can't really do bigger and better than 3 Spider-Men, but Daredevil and Spider-Man together is kind of close with
I mean, yeah, they've
Kingpin
been working with each other for a long time in
and
the comics.
bringing in the Netflix heroes. That's kind of close, though, right?
Depending on what I mean, I don't know if Iron Fist will come back. We will see about that. Whether Finn Jones is coming back.
No,
But
I
mean,
want him to come back. But
I mean, I would love to. It's not his. I mean, in my opinion, it's not his fault that his show was terrible. It was Netflix and the whole showrunner and stuff like that. So
what do you
yeah.
think, Voltaire? Is that possibility close that it could get to that level of Spider-Man 3 with those characters?
Listen, there was news today that Zendaya unfollowed everybody, including Tom Holland. So maybe there's some seeds of doubt
Maybe
or
she's
something
getting off
going on
Twitter.
off Instagram.
No,
She's still
no,
on
no,
there. She unfollowed
no,
everybody.
no.
She unfollowed people. Oh no.
No, she's
Yes.
still going. No, she's still going out with Tom. No. She's
I
She
doubt it.
unfollowed him. She unfollowed him.
no,
I
that's not
doubt
true.
it.
No.
Well, People Magazine says it's true. I'll put the article in the private chat right now. I'm only saying what People Magazine.
Well, Anthony,
says.
I'm curious. I appreciate Anthony, but how would you know if she's?
Yeah, how would you know that Zendaya? Are you like, no, she didn't unfollow Tom Holland?
If they would have break
the
up,
article's in private chat.
if they would have break up, there would have been news already about it.
Well, an unfollow is just the start, you know.
According to Brucifer, there's been discourse between them, and Brucifer's got his into this kind of love drama. He knows this kind of stuff.
I believe it until I see it. Once
Guess what we have?
That broke that.
Guess what we have?
Breaking news!
Breaking Zendaya and Tom Holland relationship news, according to
Oh my God.
People Magazine. Yes, everyone wants to know, why did Zendaya unfollow Tom Holland and everyone else on Instagram? Trouble in Spider-Verse? Probably. Is it Timothy Chalamet and Dune?
Oh
Maybe.
my God, he's hard to resist.
He is hard to resist, I've heard.
Mhm.
Zendaya unfollows everyone on Instagram, including Tom Holland, as she gears up for Challengers and Dune sequel. The actress' latest post on Monday features a poster for her upcoming movie Challengers. Zendaya is cleaning house on social media. The actress has unfollowed everyone she's been following on Instagram, including friends, coworkers, and her boyfriend, Tom Holland. Holland, 27, currently follows 315 accounts, including his girlfriend. Well, listen, if she still follows other people, and like it'd be different if she yes, we're talking, we're having a movie talk discussion about who Zendaya follows. But if she unfollowed everyone, then I would say okay. Like if she still follows a few people and it's not one of them's not her boyfriend, he's done. He's done, Anthony. I'm sorry to tell you. I know it's gonna hurt. You know. What did they have a nickname? Holland and Zendaya? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Everybody was just calling him their short king because she's taller than him, which I found really annoying.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a Snuggie?
Don't judge me.
Is it a Snuggie? I'm not judging. It's
not
black.
Exactly a Snuggie. It's it was on Amazon for $25. I got me and my wife each one.
Is it a whole rope? Like you're a wizard? I love it.
It's like the most comfortable thing ever.
It's very masculine, very alpha.
It's not, Matt. No, it's not.
It's black. It looks really tough. Like if any intruders came, they'd run away if they saw you.
It's been cold where I live, right? You know, so I'm like, oh wow, it's like wearing a blanket. It's It's kind of difficult to go to the restroom. I have to like lift up.
So it's tunic length then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look like I'm a Eskimo gear or for
You could be
Avatar
going
last
to a
name.
Grateful Dead concert or something, you know.
DM'd you, Max. Okay. About Zendaya? So what? Senior nerd coming with the heat. So what if Zendaya and Tom broke? Let me get this ad off here. Shut up, people. So what if Zendaya and Tom broke up? They're professional. They can work together whether they're dating or not. If neither of them can't professional, bye, Felicia. She's with Timothy now. They should keep in touch. Well, they could be amicable split, but they're very young. Both of them are young enough.
If they would have broke up, they would announce it already. Like they do with every breakup on social media, they get announced. So
I don't know if what Degrassi is speculating on, we won't comment on that she was just a beard for him. I don't know if that's true.
That's been a rumor. I don't want to comment on that, but that's been a rumor.
I hope not. I hate that he would have to feel the need to stay in the, not be open.
No, I agree. I don't like that either. It's his decision though. If he wants,
I understand why.
I think he'd have a lot of people supporting him, but there would also be a lot against him too. Unfortunately, still.
Oh my God! Look who's playing Spider-Man! Yeah, that's would go. People would go crazy.
And good thing you're here, Voltaire, because we have some more Star Wars news on the director.
Oh, I'm so happy.
We have to. Here's the thing. I am not going to cover hot news. We just have to be.
Listen.
We all have to give more energy to covering topics that are very controversial or not assume things about certain people just because they're critical of it either. Like
we need to discuss
the go-to thing online is you're criticizing why can't a woman direct? No one said that a woman can't direct.
Nope.
So where you're going to go to a video clip of her words, and it's really not a great look if you want to be all inclusive to everybody and invite all consumers to come.
If you're talking about that clip from 20, oh my God!
I can't wait to break it down, Max.
Jesus Christ, bro!
Look, I mean, there is
stuff to fight. I don't know if it's that clip, but there is a lot to discuss in a video clip that I saw online today. I don't know if it's the old one or not. But the way she addresses film and directing and why she got into directing is very it's a little concerning. I'm still going to support her, but I'm allowed to question that. I'm allowed to say, okay, I don't like what I'm hearing when we're talking about a director of a big franchise that needs to come back and be profitable and successful for Star Wars to continue in theaters. The worst thing would be is for that to come back and then, bomb like the recent DC and Marvel, right? And that's very possible. Here is the image of the story group that Degrassi sent me. I don't even know who Goddard is, so I don't know what he looks like. But you know what? I'm very happy to see this. This is different than what you got with old DC. You didn't see a bunch of people sitting around trying to...
He's the guy sitting next to Christina Hassan.
Let me see.
They all look very positive, so it looks like a happy group.
The one that's next to Christina Hassan.
Christina Hassan.
The one with the black shirt. No, not Peter Safran. The other one. Yeah.
The guy with the beard? With the black t-shirt?
Yeah, with the beard, yeah.
No. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Next to the girl. Yeah, Christina.
Well, it's good there's a story group. I want to see more like this. And he seems like he's in the trenches. I have a lot of respect for James Gunn.
That's a huge
office. He wants you to read their names for some particular reason.
Okay, let me see.
I like the wall.
James Gunn releases a photo of some of the DCU's architects, including Chantal Nong, previously VP under Walter Hamada. Oh, God. I'm sorry. The Hamada thing was a disaster. I know my pal Joe loves Hamada. I'm sorry. What I've seen the output of Hamada is an absolute disaster. Jeremy Slater, Christina Hodgson, Birds of Prey Flash, Drew Goddard, Crystal Henry, Waller Ryder, James Gunn, Tom King, Galen Weisman, producer of Birds of Prey Flash, Blue Beetle, and Peter Safran. Okay, so there's some names in there that doesn't sound great, but there's also some names that are really good. And sometimes you just need a better leader, right? To get the best out of your employees, honestly. I don't think I have concerns with Christina Hodgson, but I don't think she's horrible. I don't praise the ground she
I
walks
don't
on
think
either.
she's horrible either. It's just that if you have a good leader that could guide you and know how to write like James Gunn does, then yeah, you could be good at your job.
Chantel Nalong. Okay.
Oh yeah,
and if you are just getting here, please thumbs up the video. We're going to grow this channel in 2024 and so on. The channel's doing good with the clip outs and shorts. Also, I look at analytics, and 60% of viewers are not subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so on the replay. And your replay crew are very important. You can help make or break a channel. So if you're watching this on the replay, hit that thumbs up. It's really going to help us grow. We're going to compete with the big boys and the big gal, Grace Randolph. That's what we're going to do. We're going to grow the channel to compete with the big guns and movie talk.
Let's go, Ninja Watchers and Replay gang.
Yeah, you don't know how much important you are to this channel and to all channels on YouTube. So I appreciate you watching on the replay, but also engage. Tell us what you think of the show. Tell us what you think of the segments. Tell us what you think of Voltaire. Does he brighten your day when he comes in and says, hi and hello, everyone? You know, and Anthony, the MVP Anthony with the, Kingpin icon there. Okay. I am not going to just this may be what we were discussing the other day with the video clip, but I am not just going to dismiss this as in context she was at some type of convention. There's a lot of telling things in this interview. I'm still going to go support the movie. Voltaire says he doesn't feel like he wants to, right? And that I'm not going to say you're a misogynist or anything like that. You support women all the time.
Yeah, well, I told you my favorite movie of the year was written and directed by a woman.
Yeah, but you're not a fan of this type of marketing or focusing so much on supplemental things than the actual story, right? You want to talk about, in your ideal marketing scenario, you would love them to talk about why they're bringing Star Wars back to theaters, why they're going to do a Rey movie instead of all this other stuff, is my guess, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. And this is what I didn't get a chance to. There's so many people talking last night. I think Rey is a fine character. I just think the writing for her has been terrible.
Yeah, and honestly, they need a better writer for Rey. And if it's a woman, great, because the men haven't done a great job with her so far. They haven't done horrible, but they haven't done great. You know,
right? And that's got and the gender is, who writes it. It's a storyline. I feel like I was actually looking forward to this one. Like maybe they have kind of learned from some of the errors of the past, and they're going to come up with a nice Rey story. But right out of the gate, it's these kind of comments, and I'm just like, bum bum ba bum.
It's like so, like everything that the anti-SJWs say about marketing and how it's not, it really starts to annoy people, and yeah, it triggers people. It doesn't trigger me, but things that make the consumer upset. I don't want that. If I have a business, I want everyone to go. I'm not saying you should censor your art, but they really need some classes on social media, to properly navigate it, because
they have them. They have directors.
I don't know what's going on.
They have the best PR firms. This is what they want. That's the thing, Max. This is why when people say, "Oh, you're reading too much into it," they have the best
PR. This is the beginning of 2024, and this is the first Star Wars news we're getting. After the infamous Panderverse episode, which did trend. Yes, it's comical. Not everything's it's exaggerated and hyperbolic, but it's not far off either. It's not. Any thoughts, Anthony? Did you want to add to this? Like, I'm still gonna go.
Her comments, I really don't care.
Okay, that's fine.
Whatsoever.
That's great.
I just want to see.
Do you agree though that people do care about what she says?
If they trigger by women, say go ahead. I guess I really don't.
I don't. I
To me,
want
it's
to be
nothing.
careful. It says I want to be careful saying that people get triggered by women, though. It's not necessarily people get triggered by
Yeah,
women.
but
It's
that's the
that
narrative, Max. That's the narrative
it's
people
people get
use.
triggered by a certain type of
I mean, by the
marketing and
words
talking
they
about
say or something, sure.
herself,
But I'm not.
why she kind of like elevating herself over the project. Like the news should be. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to market. They could market whatever they want away. Their business. They could capitalize on that a certain type of marketing or not. But I think a lot of fans want to hear about Star Wars and not about the person. Not necessarily. I don't want to know nothing
I
about the
mean,
person, the director, but that's
yeah,
what it's led with. And I don't want to call them toxic or something just to say, can we talk about Star Wars? Can we actually see a movie get done? And the other thing that makes this more volatile is all of Kathy's false starts with announcing projects. We always get this. Let's hear about the director and all this big announcement, and then nothing happens. Just make the damn movie already, right?
And please understand, everybody, we're discussing this from an objective standpoint. We are not like some of those grifting channels who, no matter what, are going to be negative
No,
about
I actually said, based on what I can know so far, I don't know much about the Ray movie, except it's a Ray movie and it's later on.
they haven't explained what is
Yeah.
the movie.
So
Yeah,
I would prefer,
I know we
but
get, like-
I am. But if they are going to market
Yeah.
saying this is the first woman director in the theaters, I will still support that. I will go to that. I will give it a shot.
Which is not bad. I mean, which is not bad marketing to do that, because Barbie did the
it
same
puts off
thing.
a lot.
So,
Let's be real. Even though I personally don't have an issue with it, it puts off a lot of consumers out there. Like, oh, we've heard this before.
I mean,
this
the
is
internet.
it's like beating. It's a broken record. We've heard this same pitch over and over and over again. It's been out there. Let me see what Degrassi says. People are triggered by no. It's not that they're triggered by women. It's I don't think they're triggered by women. I think they're annoyed with the way it's presented to them. And they're like, screw you. I'm here for Star Wars. I don't want to hear about you. A lot of, if you're in an office job and you have a new employee gets a new job and they start talking about all this other stuff instead of how they're going to be good for the job, I'm
going to change the culture around here. Watch out for me, everybody.
Yeah, you might also get annoyed, that doesn't mean you're against that person or their identity either. It's just like, okay, let's see how you're going to do the job well, please. It's a pet peeve for a lot of people. I don't care either way, but it is news and it is affecting consumers, and people just get turned off. I've seen so many people online just like, oh, screw it, hearing that, But let's actually get to her comments now. I don't know. This is award winning, so I don't know if this is that old. Do you know if this is an older clip, Anthony? If it says award winning, I don't know when she won the award. It was at least when did
I don't know why. I mean, people. Most clips that people like this stuff that says so.
Yeah. So Asia Society, New York.
Oh, this is from the start. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? Star Wars girl, because I retweeted her. That's who I found. That's where I got the notification. I don't discriminate. I follow her. I don't know. I think she has a lot of bad takes. She's cringy as hell as well. Okay, so let's hear what she has to say, and let's get the reactions. Let's try to be fair to her as well. But I'll be honest, this isn't the type of thing I want to hear from a new director, honestly.
At the heart of everything, I am a storyteller, and
that's great. That's the first part, but there's some other stuff she says here. Award-winning director and journalist.
This is 40 seconds. This is like 46 seconds. It must be. There's some way it has to be.
Yeah, I would like
longer,
to see the full context. Yes,
yeah, the whole
exactly.
Yeah, that's what always people do. They take.
Yeah,
what
there's still some context here, though. It's not like it's void of all context either. People use that excuse. It's not the context. Though there's some context here too on the 46 seconds. Let's hear.
And my body of work over the last 20 years has been guided by my activism. And
Guided by my. So she says storyteller and activist, and then she talks about activists for the majority of the clip.
I mean,
So,
yeah, we know that.
I honestly, I am not against activism, but if I think about a great Star Wars, that's not the first thing I'm going to think of. And honestly, I can't. I don't want to judge Kathy without knowing
I
for
mean,
sure, but I think that was a
she's
strong
standing
reason.
up for her country, which that's what she does. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I
There's
did just
nothing wrong with
activism doesn't belong in Star Wars. Sorry.
Well, I mean, there's a place for it too, but the focus seems like activism to where you get to the latter part of this clip where she says, I didn't even go to school for filmmaking. It just happened. So the focus was activism first. That doesn't mean, now please don't get it twisted. That doesn't mean she can't make a great film, but it seems like her focus is activism. You know, just from this clip.
every single piece of work that I've ever created has a piece of activism in it. It could be very overt or it could be covert, but
Overt or covert activism. You know. And I'm not opposed that altogether either, Voltaire. But this is what she's telling
that
the
is
public.
true. What the Grassy say, Star Wars is very that's true.
Yes. Yeah, I don't like to say overt or covert though. Like covert activism. You know, I don't know. I'll have to see the context of the final product too, and I'm going to judge it on its own merits. I'm not opposed to it completely, but I would like to hear about storytelling first. So she says I'm a storyteller and then talks about activism for the rest of the clip. I would also like to see the whole clip, and I do want to actually watch her short film that won the award. I want to see it, you know.
For sure. And you know that's true. A lot of filmmakers didn't go to films. That is true. If you heard the big name,
that's accurate too.
if
But if
you
you're
heard
talking
big
about
names,
if you're
directors that didn't went
talking
to film
about,
school, then yeah.
here's the difference though, Anthony. If you're talking about having a director that went to film school or not for the new big budget Star Wars film, I would want one that went to school.
I mean,
whereas
it depends,
if you're talking about an episode of a series, then I'd be fine with it. If I was in charge.
It depends on the budget. What is the budget for the Ray
No,
movie?
if I was in charge though, Anthony, because then if one episode of a series isn't bad, okay. You know, what do you think, Voltaire? That's my personal preference.
Well,
if I was
here's my thing.
Yeah.
She is, I don't care if she went to film school. I think film school is overrated. But she's a documentary filmmaker. Her first feature film is arguably the #1 IP in the world. An IP that has been struggling no matter what anyone has to say and hasn't produced a movie in 5+ years. And this is out of the gate who they select to direct that movie. With their lead character, Ray. This is who they select. Interesting. What are her credentials? She's an activist and a documentary filmmaker. Let's give her the biggest movie ever. Is that a recipe for success?
It could be, but I don't know. You know, it depends on the story they're going to tell with Ray. But I want to ask this question to you, Voltaire and Anthony. Do you think this is what my criticism with Kathy is before? She looks for the talent and then says, what story do you want to tell? Instead of looking for the story first and then getting talent for that story.
She also did the Miss Marvel TV show, which in my opinion, that was great as well.
I liked the show. There was some episodes. I don't know which episode
I forgot which episode she did. What was I think? Let me see. Does it say which episode she did? She did 2 episodes on the show, so like, you know.
Okay. All right, let's hear the rest of the clip. Let's give her, and I would love to watch the whole interview. I have to find out where this came from.
it is there. And I think that as a storyteller, I'm not sure if all of you know this, but I'm not a trained filmmaker. So I never went to film school. I went to...
Okay. Now, the Grassy said not all of them. Okay, that's fine. I still, if I was going to give the big budget Star Wars film, that's not what I would do, though. That's
depending on whatever.
Because there's a lot of directors that are trained that want to make Star Wars right now. Like there was Chad Stahelski. I don't know if he went to film school, but he wants to make Star Wars. But he's been a big success. lately.
'cause, I mean, yeah, he's a huge action guy.
So I would actually consider that. I'm not saying I would consider Zack Snyder after watching Rebel Moon, but I would definitely consider Chad Stahelski personally. Okay.
To Smith College and did my undergraduate and studied economics and political science like a good Pakistani girl. And then I did my graduate studies, but also in international politics. And so I am an accidental filmmaker.
I'm an accidental filmmaker.
I have no problem with what she said now. Hey, you could become a filmmaker by your heart, or you couldn't.
No, she's still. I'm gonna go support the movie. Depends on, unless the trailer looks really garbage. If the trailer looks really bad, I'm not gonna go see it. But right now, I'm planning to go see it. Okay, the Rey movie. I don't have huge attachments to Rey. I think she's a decent character. I think Daisy Ridley is a great star. I just think that they haven't done great by her character. Maybe this woman could do that. I don't like all the things she said there. Doesn't mean I can't support her still. I'm critical of, doesn't mean like I'm like not a James Gunn hater when I'm critical of things he says. I don't like some of the things she said there. You know, so much focus on activism. I'm not against activists, but that seems like that's where her passion is. The majority of the things she talked about there. I saw Meg too. So
it's on Netflix right now, which is funny.
And by the way, if Kathleen Kennedy was a man, she'd get just as much from me anyway.
Yeah,
it's like Walter Hamada.
I respect women. That's why I criticize them just as much as I do a man.
That doesn't mean they get a shield.
That's why, just like I told everyone, my biases are against executives that I believe are out of touch with the consumer and the property and make horrible decisions. I've said Kathy is a great producer. She's good at finding talent. Unfortunately, it seems like she hires talent and says, do what you want, instead of finding a story first. And that's where we got the mess of the sequel trilogy and all these Star Wars projects that fall through. And she's more about the announcements and the hype than the follow through. And just like and the reason I led years ago with Kathy Kennedy Fired is I followed the pattern of like DC and other movie universes where people have failed. They usually get replaced. And that's partly because of her pedigree in the Hollywood. She's done a lot more producing than anyone else, like Hamada and the person before Hamada's done. So she's more ingrained into Hollywood than anyone else, but
her
she has not done a good job.
Her resume, without doubt, is one of the best resumes in Hollywood ever.
But what's our final thoughts about her comments there?
I don't.
Well, she has a clear bent on how she approaches her art. There it is.
I don't mind what she say. I'm just looking forward to her movie and the trailer and whatever.
That's fair.
And hopefully, in the next couple months, we will get details.
I also
on the movie.
I also don't like if I was hiring a director that they say I'm an accidental filmmaker. I don't know. Me personally,
I don't. It's a common thing.
Star Wars is a big deal. It should be a big deal, at least, right?
It's arguably the number one IP.
Yeah.
For movie making.
I didn't to say I went to. I'm an activist. And I'm an accidental filmmaker. I wasn't trained. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I don't like it. People are going to be like, Max, you're being unfair. Here's the reason I don't like it. Because if the movie's not well received, that's going to age like sour milk. That is going to look so bad. No, you're right. We don't know that. But that's the reason I don't like that. This is why I tell
she's not writing it.
This is why I tell James Gunn to be quiet. Because some of the stuff he says is going to age badly. And if Superman Legacy is not a smash hit, the stuff she says there is going to be, oh my God, it's going to be bad for the IP, bad for business. If she says I'm an accidental filmmaker and my focus is on activism, in the movie's not good. Now it's subjective, but what if it bombs? What if it's like the recent DC and Marvel? And then you also have this out there. This is going to be bad for my business, right? It's going to be bad for the whole company. And you know what I care about more than people's feelings is people's jobs. Because where's it going to hurt? It's going to hurt on the low people on the totem pole at Disney and Star Wars and Lucasfilm. That's who it's gonna hurt if she does a bad job and she's out there on video saying her focus is activism, maybe even covert activism, and she's an accidental filmmaker. And that's why I say it's a recipe for disaster. She could still do a great job, and I will give her applause if she does. And I'm rooting for her to do good. But this is not a look that I would present to the public if I was wanting Star Wars to move forward and bring back to the theater. Now, I hope she overcomes all those obstacles, because there's obstacles there, and she does not help herself. She puts more pressure on herself. I hope she can succeed. But I would not have my company putting that out there like that, especially the way Star Wars has been over the years. What's your thoughts on me there, Voltaire? What I've said about, I don't like that out there, because it's just waiting. And if something crashes, it's going to make it look all the worse.
Right. And it just reeks of Kathleen Kennedy doing that on purpose. She wants that stuff out there. She wants that type of director. I mean, on some levels, I tip my hat to her, because she's giving everybody an FU sandwich. Like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm picking what I want. It's going to be activist. It's going to have this, and she's going to be this. And yeah, she's a first-time director, and listen to what she says. It wouldn't be my choice, but this is where she's going with it.
You like how I did that? Yes, I'm not a James Gunn hater. I just think a lot of the stuff he says is going to age poorly.
Yeah.
And he's not extremely truthful. He's a bullshitter.
They don't care.
He's a slick guy. He's a slick guy.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean I don't like him.
Just like this woman doesn't care. This director doesn't care. And Kathleen Kennedy doesn't care. Just like James Gunn doesn't care. They think what they're saying is brilliant. And if anybody doesn't like it, they're stupid or whatever.
Anthony, no, this is another assumption. After seeing Rebel Moon, which I enjoy, I was hoping that it would compete with Star Wars on some level. I don't think it reaches that anywhere near that. And I think Ahsoka and Mandalorian were superior to Rebel Moon.
Like, she's not, like, I agree with Degrassi. She's not writing the movie, bro. It's literally Stephen Knight, who did Blicky Blinders, and is writing a movie that started production in the middle of the week. He's a fantastic writer.
She said she came out in the interview, Degrassi. Okay, she's not writing it, fine, but she says it's about time a woman shaped Star Wars. That was the first thing she said.
I don't care. But, I mean, yes,
absolutely hilarious.
She's going to have any influence on the script?
I don't know the writer yet.
Degrassi. I get it, but you don't think that she's going to have some influence on the script and what goes on? I like that she's not writing it. Like, if she was first time directing and first time writing and all that, it would be just too much.
An accidental writer, that would be a great.
We heard
I don't want my talent saying that. I want them to put
we
a
heard
strong
in the
foot
past
forward.
how Lucasfilm take over movies if it's not doing well. So
now let's say for one example, I think it's really unfair for the criticism towards the Acolyte star or showrunner. She has had some great success on streaming with Russian Dolls, whatever. People unfairly criticize her, I believe, but I think she's more tested than this lady. I forget her name. And also unfairly say because she was Weinstein's assistant, which is, I don't like either, but you don't know. I innocent until proven guilty. I don't want to assume things about her.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Acolyte showrunner.
Yeah, the Acolyte showrunner. Yeah, she was Harvey Weinstein's assistant. I don't know.
She's had success on her own on Netflix with Russian Dolls. Yeah.
Whatsoever.
I don't know about that's a good Degrassi. You're right. I will research the writer and see if they're an activist too.
Yeah, he's a Peaky Blinders guy, right? Good.
Oh, Peaky Blinders. Yeah. I remember now. Peaky Blinders. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's just like to think that this director has no influence on the right. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We'll see. I said I wasn't going to go see the movie, but I mean, I say that now.
If the trailer's amazing.
I love Star Wars.
Would you reconsider if the trailer's amazing?
I would consider it. Yeah, of course I would. I'm going to watch this Harvey Weinstein assistant show, and if it sucks, I'll stop watching.
I forget her name. That's why. Yeah,
that's why.
The Acolyte. It's more Sith related. That sounds awesome. Jade says this will be the first Star Wars I won't see in cinema. Okay,
that's kind of where I'm almost at, Jade. I'm no.
My first one I didn't see in cinema was Solo, and then Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I didn't see
So I
Rise
actually
of
didn't.
Skywalker in the cinema. I'm already off of it. So yeah.
I would love a solo sequel.
So this was
but,
supposed to bring people back a little bit too. It's been a long break. Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to. If that was the intent, see, people like in the chat are saying that Kathleen does care and that she does whatever. I don't think she cares, man. I think she has something she wants to leave a legacy of changing the way that. Well, sorry, of
Sorry, I was sneezing.
Yeah. She wants to change the legacy of Star Wars and what's in it. Because if she's worried or she wants something good, I just don't get like. What if she had said Mangold was going to? Okay, I don't want Mangold. Forget about it. Well, who was the director of Barbie? What was her name again? What if she said she
Greta
was directing? Greta Gerwig. Here's a big name director who's had a track record of success. And hey, everybody, she's going to be directing the new Star Wars movie. You can't say anything bad about that. You know what I mean? Instead, she's taking a director who's never done a real movie. Okay. Again, I'm not crapping on documentary makers. They are.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I want to see what she's got.
It's not like making a big feature film. So
and you know what? Who was the biggest supporter of Rian Johnson when he was announced as a new director? I went and bought the steelbook of what was that Bruce Willis movie with him? Looper. And I was going back to his old catalog. That's what I like to do when I hear a new director. Now, documentaries are interesting to me, but I don't watch a lot of them. And it's a short film, so I will try to search it out, see what she's got, see what I'd like to see what.
Yeah, and Isaac, your comment there, if I was in charge of Disney, this is what Max has been saying about James Gunn. It's like maybe don't talk so much, put the movies out, produce something, and
because like it or not, they say boycotting is not effective. People are actively not supporting Disney. It's a fact now. Yeah. It's affecting. Now, we had the movie talk yesterday. The profits are up for since 2022, but for the amount of money that Disney spends on, they should not be number 2.
Degrassi, you're missing the point on purpose. I didn't say because Greta Gerwig's not an activist. I said because Greta Gerwig has a proven track record.
Yeah, she does in big budget films.
Well, the biggest.
Yeah.
Literally, or the biggest box office. Sorry, not budget, but it was a big budget film too. Yeah.
Hey, Ray. Yes, it's not a Snuggie.
It's far more masculine than a Snuggie.
It was $25 on Amazon. It's the most comfortable thing I've ever put on my body.
Oh, it's got pockets too. That's great.
Yes.
You could put cassette tapes.
It's like
or
a dress.
Controls.
It's like down to my knees.
What color is the one your wife got?
I got my black is mine, and hers is blue. The other colors were more expensive. So okay. Cheap color, like for certain colors, people weren't buying. Yes, please smash that like button and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. 60% of viewers of this channel are not subscribed.
Ninja watchers.
You can help us grow and compete with the big boys like John Campia. Yeah. So we'll have other topics to cover. Are you rooting for the Star Wars to be good? Just to clarify for everyone, Voltaire, would you like this to be a good movie even though she's an activist?
I root for everything Star Wars to have a comeback. Remember how pumped I was for Ahsoka? I even liked Ahsoka. Yeah. I talked it up. All that.
Do you have anything personally against her? You're just not a fan of the way she talks.
I don't know her personally. I don't like her work.
Yeah. There's nothing. When you hear something about nerd culture, you want to get excited about who's in charge. Who's taking it over, right? But you don't have that yet. All you're hearing about is activism so far. Maybe if she comes back, Star Wars Celebration, and talks all about the Rey movie, she might draw you back in. Start talking about the movie, right?
You never know. Maybe we hear some things about the story. Like you said, maybe the trailer looks cool. I still think that if the intention is to carry this thing on, they need to introduce some new Jedi and some new characters. Because let's face it, the characters they introduced in these sequel films didn't hit with the new audience that they were trying to develop. I recognize they were trying to build a new audience with the sequel trilogy. I don't believe that they hit. I don't believe that Finn and whatever, awesome, not because the actors were bad. I don't think the material
characters were cool. I think, and Oscar Isaac as like a pilot. Come on.
Yeah. I don't think they entered.
He should have had a great storyline, and I don't think he did have a great storyline in the whole trilogy. His best shot at a great storyline was The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I just
After
don't
that, it
think
kinda-
these characters need to capture the hearts and minds of these viewers they're hoping to get. I don't think any of the characters they introduce capture the hearts and minds of anybody or hardly anybody.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah. Not the wide audience they were hoping for, like Han, Lua, Luke, right?
Yeah.
Han, Leia, Luke, sorry. Lua.
All right. Well, we have some other topics to cover, and nothing would make me happier than to say this is one of the best Star Wars movies I've ever seen. Rogue One was the last one I was really impressed with. I really liked Rogue One.
Star Wars without Jedi is only so good to me, but yeah, you can't say it's a bad movie. It was a good movie.
All right. Well, let's look. We are going to get to Twitter, but we go to Joe Blow first. And you know what? We are having success clipping that out. It's just fun stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, let me bring this
I don't
up.
think Adam Driver wants anything to do with Star Wars again, and he's not going to do any more Star Wars.
No, he's dead. There's no point of him coming back. He literally say I'm dead. So
Man, they could find a story for him. There was talk of a prequel. There was talk of a prequel with him or something like that.
I mean, I guess, but nah.
He was the only part of the. He was the only part of the sequel trilogy.
He's literally and he's gonna be in the next Heat movie.
Before we move forward, I do want to say this is half the problem. Is you know how I've coined the phrase click media instead of print media, click media, click media, and look at that headline. They are going to get so much clicks off that. You know?
Why
well, the next 18 months is going to be full of talk of this. So everybody on
the Star Wars film is already controversial. They don't care. It's already putting people off. Even if you just want to go and watch Star Wars, look at look at our last episode. Look how volatile it got because of this type of marketing. You know, people are. What are we talking about? We're not talking about the movie, which I'm okay. I like talking about everything, the marketing, the behind the scenes. I think it's all interesting. But like it or not, this puts people off. Even if you think if you don't agree, if you can't even come to terms with why they have an issue with the way she talks, it still puts people off, and they just want to talk about Star Wars. And then the media, click media, which is compromised, people that make their living on clicks, it's a lot more. I believe it's a lot more. It compromises people a lot faster than in print media back in the day, because you instantly see the rewards of your clickbait, and everyone does clickbait, but it's already controversial. And you know what? It's the beginning of the new year, and people want their clicks. So we're in for the long haul already with Star Wars. All those years passed without a Star Wars movie, and then we start with Rey and this again with activism. Which, okay, that's your choice. I'm not against it. It just, come on. Can't we just get people back in the theater and really love Star Wars, and all these arguments stop and get everyone on board? I'd like to get everyone on board.
Yeah.
I don't think this project, at least as it is now, is going to get everyone on board. But they're half the problem is the people writing the articles. Okay, let me see. What other one do we want to click here? Why does Kong have a bionic arm?
I'm going to see this movie, but I'm not going to lie to you. That bionic arm doesn't look good, and that scene in the trailer of Godzilla running. I don't know why Godzilla running just.
It looks
wrong.
a little. I like them doing the team up, but it does look like low.
Probably the CGI. Every time they put out a trailer,
It looks like they're using Marvel CGI people. Like
Running though, it just looks weird seeing him run. I don't know. I know it sounds silly, but it just looks weird.
Every time a studio put out a trailer, the CGI is never done when they do it. So I mean, when I saw the first trailer, I was like, it looks weird, but it looks okay.
Okay. What is he saying? Degrassi, Godzilla X Kong is the most beautifully harebrained, batshit crazy giant monster movie I've ever seen.
Oh, you've already seen it?
I think Degrassi has connections in the theater industry.
Really? Yeah.
I'm not saying much more.
Okay, well, that's good. He's got a we got a preview that it's going to be good.
Yeah. All right. So that might be a lot of fun.
I'm a sucker for the
it's
kaiju
it's
stuff.
going to be good for the toys part, the tie-in. You know, can you imagine having Godzilla with this thing as a toy? The toys looked fun.
Imagine if you were a little boy, that would look super cool. Actually, I'm going to show it to my nephew and see what he thinks. Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't watched the trailer for Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, you likely noticed Kong wearing a mechanical gauntlet on his arm with no explanation given. So what's the deal with Kong's new tech? Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire director Adam Wingard isn't spilling any details about the King's new bionic arm, but he did drop a few hints while speaking with Total Film. It's kind of hard to say too much more than that without spoiling anything, because he was one of my favorite intros of a character I've shot in any of my films, Wingard said. What I will say is I'd want to play with that action figure if I was a kid.
Mm.
And though Apex isn't in the story in a literal way, we kind of hint that Monarch absorbed a lot of Apex technology after the last film. The glove Kong is wearing it's somewhat insinuated that that's Apex technology. It really does feel like they're focusing on toyetic with this movie. If you
I have no problem with that.
With old school Lucasfilm Star Wars, they had a lot of toyetic in the original trilogy. They focused on seeds that would be good for toys. I think that's also missing from new Star Wars.
Agreed.
You know, El Necron. We need to get you on the show, El Necron. It's the $6 million Kong. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to catch up with Degrassi. I don't know where. Oh, Degrassi. But I'm glad you said this movie's good. I'm not like they already got to their end game with me with the last movie. I didn't think they were gonna make another one after Godzilla versus Kong.
It was the most successful movie. It was the most
Toy companies
movie.
ruined the Batman movies.
It was the most successful movie.
You know what?
During
They've
the
aged
pandemic, so, yeah.
The Batman movies have aged better though, Sean Hickman, because you have great Batman movies. So now when you go back and watch them, it's more fun, right? Go back, watch Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. It's more fun for me now because we have such amazing Batman movies.
Yeah, of course.
Let it out. Let it out. I don't.
Fuck?
Is
Okay.
Strudel Bean?
I guess.
Clickbait's not going to stop. Isaac, I know.
It will never stop. It will never stop. But YouTubers need their clicks and views and shit like that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you finish Monarch?
No, I didn't. I was enjoying it. It was a little slow in certain paces. I still really like it, and I was watching it with my wife, but I kind of dropped off. I have to finish it.
Yeah, I dropped off myself, but I'm presuming it closes with a lot of big hot kaiju.
Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait till right before. When does this movie come out? Godzilla X Kong: New Empire. Soon, like March or something, or April. Or
March, maybe.
Maybe I'll wait to watch it right before then. The latest entry follows up the explosive showdown of Godzilla versus Kong with an all-new cinematic adventure, pitting the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal undercover threat hidden within our world, challenging the very existence of our own.
April, it's coming on April.
Okay, cool. Maybe I don't know. I kind of want to see it. I'm gonna try to finish Monarch soon. I have a big to watch list that I have to catch up on. Max, I started it, but I need to finish it. Well, here's the thing. I love movie talk just as much as I love movies. So a lot of times I'm on here on streaming instead of watching stuff with my free time. I'm a busy man. Voltaire's busy, Anthony's busy. So I have limited free time. A lot of my free time I spend with you guys online.
I mean, and some of the middle episodes, like there was a lot of buildup that I thought was great. Like I thought the flashbacks with Kurt Russell's son, I thought those were really all pretty damn good. And then it just kind of like, I don't know.
This scene here is what you're talking about. I wish it looked a little bit higher quality. It seems like they cheaped out on it a little bit, but
it looks weird.
It's going to get ridiculous with the amount of CGI in here. Now this image here looks cool.
Yeah. And I'm forgiving of CGI. I'm not a CGI snob, everybody.
I am.
It's actually the running. The running just looks odd to me.
Yeah. Let me see. What else is here? Ooh, this is a good story. And I have to get this on VHS. Let me bring this up here.
Actually, that scene in Monarch where they're trying to trap Godzilla and then make him eat that bomb. That's a terrific scene. That was really shot well. It looked fantastic. That's not a spoiler. I think that's been out. That was on Twitter, all over Twitter for a while.
All right, so RV show.
Look at that picture of Al Pacino.
I
Hooah!
know.
Got a great ass. That's what he's saying in that.
I am pretty. I'm excited they're gonna make
I
Heat
watched
2. I
his
want to go back.
I watched his movie with Johnny Depp, the mob movie he did with Johnny back in the 90s.
Yeah, sure.
I watched that one 2 weeks ago and it was amazing. And I
Donnie
watched
Brasco?
yes. And
What's his name? Hey man, I got cancer of the dick. He tells
and I watched Heat because I never watched Heat and a
cancer
week
of the
ago.
prick. Sorry.
So I can't wait to see.
You're not helping the clip out, Voltaire. I was gonna clip us out.
Oh, I apologize.
Sorry. Go ahead, Anthony.
So I can't wait to see Heat 2. I love the first Heat one.
I
watched
really
it
always enjoyed Heat, but I never gave it its accolades that other people have given it. I want to go back and watch it. I want to really watch it. Really give it my attention. Sometimes I watch movies back in the day, a rental.
You should get it on VHS.
Yeah. Yes, I should. Actually, I know where it is. No. I know where Donnie Brasco is. There was a place that had it for like $5. I wanted to get that one too. But I'm happy they're making Heat 2 this year. Michael Mann says he plans to shoot Heat 2 this year and is busy working on the screenplay for the sequel, and prequel.
I believe this. I think he did a novel of Heat. I think so, or a book. I can't remember which one was.
Listen, Adam Driver's gonna kill it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I forgot he was in that. Yes, that's gonna be great. It's absolutely going to make it in 2024. Heat 2 will be both a prequel and a sequel to the original 1995 movie, which boasted an all-star studded cast that include Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, Tom Sizemore, Jon Voight, Natalie Portman, and more. Michael Mann says that he's busy writing the screenplay, so I get very respectful, very pleasant calls from Warner Brothers saying anything we could do to help, which translates to where's the screenplay. That's great. I understand there were people, I understand movie fans are like, don't make Gladiator 2, don't make Heat 2, but I'm gonna just see what they get. It's not going to erase the previous movie for me personally.
If there's a story to do, a sequel, make it, and stuff like that.
It's his IP. He can do whatever.
His idea. Yeah, he's been wanting to do this. I think he's been.
Well, I mean, but there's a lot of people that say just don't touch it. That are big fans of the original, like Gladiator. I mean, Gladiator was always great. I never thought it was the most amazing thing ever, though. It was good. I enjoy it and I like watching it, but I'm not like
they
tried to me though.
They tried to make a Gladiator show on Showtime. What was that Gladiator show on Showtime that had a lot of nudity in it and that kind of thing? Spartacus. Yeah,
that was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good. I watched the first few seasons.
Unfortunately, the lead developed cancer and passed away.
Yeah,
it was really going good until he passed away. Yes.
Yeah. It was basically Gladiator turned into a TV show. It's like you could have kept making those movies.
I think they Stephen McKnight, the showrunner, say they doing a sequel to the show, a prequel. I can't remember which one he said about that one. So he said hopefully we will hear news about that one.
He made a TV movie of Heat years before. I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out. Yeah.
He made a Heat TV show. I didn't know that TV. I didn't know that. I gotta check that one out.
Let me see what else is happening on Joe Blow here.
They used to do TV movies a lot more, and this is what the streaming services should part. And they used to do
HBO used to
3-4 week miniseries on TV. They should be doing.
HBO used to do that back in the day. HBO movies or TV movies, like they did with John Gotti. That was amazing. And stuff like that. So I thought they need to bring that back. I don't know why.
All right. Well, let me bring this up. This is kind of a funny story I heard of Christopher Nolan. Did you hear about this, Anthony?
Is that about his trainer?
Yeah, a Peloton trainer. So apparently, I didn't, but I just
that's
retweeted it
funny.
first, but I didn't realize he was in the class. That's pretty funny.
You know, she came
Christopher-
out. You know, she came out today. She made a responding to Christopher Nolan today.
Really? Do you have that clip? I want to.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Please. Christopher Nolan's Peloton instructor slammed his movie while he was taking the class. Maybe he was trying to work his ass off or something on the, was in the middle of taking a Peloton class when the instructor begins slamming one of his movies. Unless you're getting a shout out from an instructor, chances are quite slim that you'll hear your name mentioned during a Peloton session, unless you're Christopher Nolan. Well, accepting the Best Director award from the New York Film Critics Circle for Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan revealed he found an unlikely critic while using his Peloton. I was on my Peloton, I'm dying. An instructor started talking about one of my films and said, "Did anyone see this? That's a couple of hours of my life I'll never get back again."
That was Tenet she was talking about. I guarantee.
Yeah. What's funny is, Peloton training is a couple hours you're not going to get back either. And I'd rather, exercise is great, but I'd rather use a movie, enjoy a movie. While the film critic Rex Reed takes a shirt on your film, he doesn't ask you to work out. In today's world where opinions are everywhere, there's a sort of idea that film criticism is being democratized. But I, for one, think that critical appreciation of films shouldn't be an instinct, but it should be a profession. Nolan didn't mention the film or the Peloton instructor, but the internet got to work and quickly discovered a clip in which instructor Jen Sherman let loose on Tenet. What the F was going on with this movie?
See, I told you, I knew. I did not see this story in advance.
Sherman said, "Do you understand? Seriously, you need to be a neuroscientist to understand. And that's 2.5 hours of my life that I want back. I want it back." No matter what your thoughts are, Tenet, it's funny to think about Nolan's taking some time.
Listen, I didn't like when Tenet came out, I think in 2020. Yeah, it was during the pandemic.
Is that actually the instructor there too? Like, I don't know if that's an actual image or just the.
I didn't like the movie either. I thought that was definitely not Nolan's best movie. So, I put the link on her responding to Nolan.
Oh, that's amazing. This could be great for a clip. Well, thank you so much, Anthony. All right, let's hear this. All right, let me bring this up. This is her? Okay.
Yeah.
Huge day for me when I come to find out that the one and only Christopher Nolan, one of the leading filmmakers of the 21st century, knows who the hell I am.
Boy.
I was excited. And then I read the article. Listen, it was 2020. It was a dark time. I'm up on the platform teaching my little class, and I'm running my mouth off like I'm known to do, and I make a
So it was Zoom. Damn.
Did she really not know? Does she not know he was there?
Hey,
anyone can get in there. I don't think it's like
if it was doing Zoom, then yeah. If it's doing public, then I'm surprised. I'm surprised she didn't know who Christopher Nolan is.
Okay,
but she probably
I've
doesn't
seen the night before. What do you think the odds are that the director of said movie would take that ride some 4 years later? Yeah, that would only happen to me. So here's what I want to say. I may not have understood a minute of what the hell was going on in Tenet.
I think a lot of people still don't. I have to rewatch it. I didn't hate it. I didn't completely understand, but I wasn't completely lost either. I just have to give it another watch. But it wasn't great though. I just got that feel. I liked David Washington and Robert Pattinson before he was Batman. I was
great cast. Great cast.
Yeah.
Couldn't save it.
And that shit went right over my head. But I have seen Oppenheimer twice, and that's 6 hours of my life that I don't ever want to give back. So, Mr. Nolan, I'm inviting you to come take a ride with me in the Peloton studio. You can critique my class. We'll have a great time. You'll sit in the front row, and I promise you, it'll be insult-free. Let me know. Take me up on it.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Maybe he likes the insults. Maybe it
I
helps
mean,
him work
maybe
out.
he
I don't
does.
know.
I would love to see Nolan go to and critique a class. That would be funny.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, you want to see a middle-aged man do a Peloton class? I don't know.
and to critique that, hey, man, Nolan is a good director. I mean, she wanted him to critique it. She wanted him to critique her. So
You're 100% right, Rhea. She's really grabbing that Grace energy in that clip.
She's trying to get a new career as a film critic.
That probably got her a lot of followers on TikTok or whatever the hell.
See, if it was me, and I'm like, yeah, Tenet did suck. That's what I'd make an update video. It still stinks, but Oppenheimer's great.
oh yeah, that was amazing because Nolan think of the character of Oppenheimer in the storytelling. Unlike Tenet, which I don't know what that movie gave me headache.
Christopher Nolan in charge of Star Wars. I'm not sure about that.
Hell
guys.
no, I'm good.
Kathy would not give him the freedom he wants.
No, I'm good.
Listen, it would be better than what they've done.
It'd be an IMAX. Listen, Star Wars should be in the majority of the movie should be in IMAX.
I mean, it is if you buy IMAX tickets. But
no, but filmed for IMAX type.
Oh no! I don't think that would.
It should be a premium experience.
I'm
George
good.
Lucas pushed the genre. Even if
I'm
you don't like
good.
the prequels, he developed technology and worked with special effects to push it forward. Now they're not doing that. That's a part of it that's missing.
I'm good. Well, James Cameron is doing that. He's pushing VFX, but like, I'm good. I like Nolan doing independent work and doing whatever he wants with creative freedom and other studios. So I enjoy it. I can't wait to see Christopher Nolan next movie, whatever get announced.
All right. Well, you know what time it is.
Oh.
Good news of Twitter.
Yeah.
Or as little movie perp likes to say, look at Max's Twitter. both great.
Reductive.
Yeah. This is actually very good news. The brother's son, Michelle Yeoh stars in a brand new series, The Brother's Son, now playing on Netflix. I might check this out.
I still got to see everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah, I really like Michelle Yeoh.
You know, yeah, I love Michelle Yeoh. She's a great action star, and stuff like that. I'm good. Thank God she won the Oscar last year. So yeah, she's great.
I mean, it's a nice poster.
She became a grandmother the other day.
Yeah.
So
blood runs in the family. I'm not really sure what this is about. I might check it out. I'm glad she's getting success on Netflix.
Somebody giving a karate kick to a guy in a dinosaur outfit. That's perp.
Unless she is not that her and Jackie Chan are the same, but they came out at the same time. And look who has a really prolific career still in Hollywood.
And look, they got a girl dressed as Harley Quinn. This poster is terrific.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to check it out. I want to at least check out the trailer for sure. I don't know. This is a cool.
I love that coffee table.
Retro coffee table.
That's great.
I've been hearing a lot about this. I don't know if Freya was saying. I know my wife said she watched it. It was great. She watched it without me, of course. And a lot of people have been talking about Blue Eye Samurai on Netflix. I do want to eventually check it out. That image there looks really
You know, the person who did this is the Logan writer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's also doing the upcoming Blade movie. So
maybe I'll check it out. I've heard good things about it too.
And he also confirmed that it will be getting 3 to 4 or 5 seasons, and also a spin-off show. So,
sorry, Max. You said your wife really liked it.
Yes, she watched it twice. Once by herself, once with her friend. Not with me yet. It's always a joy to stumble on a show that you haven't seen before. A great show that blows you away, that sinks its claw in you and won't let go. George R.R. Martin.
That's very
This is an
high praise from
update
George.
that you're never getting the last book ever.
Right.
He's watching Blue Eyed Samurai.
Binging an anime on Netflix instead of writing.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Yeah, people have been. I think even my cousin.
Yeah, Netflix confirmed the second season. Yeah, so yeah.
So that's great.
He never finished. I think people need to stop talking about the books. He never finishing that shit. That shit is done for.
I like how he said like when his books couldn't keep up with HBO, and he said his intention was to finish his books as HBO was doing it. He said he got depressed that he writes too slow.
Oh my gosh.
That's an interesting comment.
Yeah.
Hey,
I hope he finishes it, but when I don't want the man to lose his life either. But when he gets older and goes, that it's ready to go when he's gone, because his fans have been waiting for years.
Yeah, people been asking the last 5 years or 6.
At this
Finish the
point,
damn book.
Okay, George R.R. Martin, use AI to finish it. At this point,
Wow.
Yikes. It's been finished.
That is
just see what it comes up with. That might help you get started.
It's bad because he's got when he writes, he's got the added pressure of he's got to beat what they did on HBO, and he's got to be different. So there's extra pressure for him, you know.
Yeah.
He should enjoy his millions and write it at his leisure like he's doing.
Captain Marvel news: the Golden Globes takes place this Sunday. OMG, I'll be cheering for Brie. Let's go. Lessons in chemistry.
Oh yeah, her show was dominated. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Now I don't know if this is real or not. This could be AI.
No, it's real. It's real.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
So this is great. Disney, don't shut this down.
How the hell did Disney allow that?
Well,
I have no clue. They probably find out recently about this.
To stop a Star Wars themed car wash called Star Wash in Chile.
What? I mean, come on. Oh,
Chile?
yeah.
Get out of the third world countries, Disney. Come on.
Look, Boba Fett's gonna wash your car.
Look at the.
To be fair, I think even George Lucas would stop this.
Yeah, they had to have to, truthfully. But
Having fun, but I mean, they probably knew it was coming very soon.
I was like, is this AI or does this really exist? Okay.
But it looks cool. I would let them watch my car.
Yeah.
A car.
I would want Chewbacca to dry it off. You know, just rub up against the car, right? Just rub up against the car, right? Like,
okay.
They look cool. That's a cool costume.
See, look. Chad Stahelski wants to make Star Wars, but they get an activist to do it instead.
Okay, stop.
Kathy, he's waiting by the phone, Kathy. I mean, but seriously, why wouldn't you consider? Not even
I'm listening as a much.
Let's be real. Do you think he has any chance to make Star Wars under Kathy Kennedy?
No, absolutely not.
No, I don't want to see.
I want to see. I don't care what you want to see. I want to see.
I want to see
some Jedi action that's pushing the envelope with action.
Oh my god, I love it.
Do I think he would do great? Sure, but like I want to see more action. I want to see the Highlander movie. It's been 3 days.
Oh yeah.
Before
but
he
if
does
he wants
the
to make Star Wars, I want him to see what he has to do. Honestly, I have more confidence in his action abilities than Zack Snyder at this point in Rebel Moon until I see the director's cut of Rebel Moon.
Yeah. Like I'm good. I want to see more Shad movies. Make whatever he passes.
But wouldn't it be great if we had an environment for Star Wars, Lucasfilm, and Kathy Kennedy where there's a director that's doing good box office numbers that says they want to make Star Wars and they would consider it. They are not even considering him.
Oh no.
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 He also said he'd do Blade. Yeah.
Yeah, but Marvel offered him Blade at the time. It was PG-13, and he said no. So
look, I'm surprised she gets any creators. I mean, with her track record of firing people and stuff like that, I'm surprised she gets. Well, I mean, people want to work with the greatest IP ever.
It's 2024, and Michelle Yeoh can still kick my ass. That is true. Hey, I would let her.
Great. I love this picture here.
Hey,
she couldn't kick mine.
Hey,
yes, she could.
With the background,
I respect her. She's a great. Her stuff is good, but she's a 105-pound woman in her 50s. That's not
she'd still kick your ass.
Well, if she had a gun or something, yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
Zuka.
That is a terrible AI. Oh.
Taylor Sith. I would love Taylor Sith. That would make Star Wars on top.
Kathy.
Taylor Sith. Come on, Swifties, make it happen. What is this from? I kind of remember. I can't remember, though.
This looks vaguely familiar. Yeah.
The original Homelander, if you know, you know. I don't know what this is from.
That's Greg
It looks
Kinnear. Degrassi, you should know. That's Greg Kinnear.
Is it in
And he's
here?
playing a race car driver? Is that what that is? What movie
Probably
is
a
it?
jerk.
Somebody in the
don't know.
comments.
Mystery Men. Is it Mystery?
Oh.
I was thinking Mystery Men, but why is he a race car driver?
Was his character a race
Oh,
car?
he's he's like I think I remember now. They're a group of superheroes that's not treated they're treated like jokes, and he's the popular one that gets all kind of sponsorships on it. So he's not a race car driver. He's a superhero with sponsors on his.
Oh, I see.
So I was thinking also race car driver. No, it's Mystery
Kinnear.
Man, and he's a superhero that sells spots on his costume for Reebok and batteries and stuff like in Pennzoil.
That
The
really
Pennzoil's
wasn't
what threw
a
the
movie.
Pennzoil's what threw it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta rewatch that.
Here's some images from Godzilla X Kong of the humans. Who cares?
And Sean Hickman
No,
got it first saying Mystery Men. Give him his flowers, as they say.
I really didn't like her character in the last couple though. She was just like I mean I like her as an actress, but her character was just like
No, I didn't care for it.
There you go. There's images of the people of Godzilla X Kong, New Empire. I know that's the most exciting thing you want to see in a magazine. No, show.
Not a good shot, truthfully.
Oh, really? I might have done a little PR on Mystery Men.
Oh, cool.
Cool. All right, so that's from Godzilla X. It's good news that they're releasing it, but Oh, Double Dragon collection on PlayAsia, $24.99. I'm not buying this though. I'm interested, but yeah, if anyone's looking for that.
How much Double Dragon did you play back in the old days? God,
it wasn't my favorite beat 'em up. I like it.
Oh,
I wanted
really?
I want to get the new one because it's very hit or miss, that series, Double Dragon. There's
But
some really bad
the old
games.
school version wasn't your favorite. What was your favorite then?
I mean, Streets of Rage came later, but Streets of Rage changed the game for me.
Streets of Rage was amazing.
Oh man, especially the second. No other beat 'em up have I played more. Better than Turtles. I love Streets of Rage.
Mm.
They're making another one, but it doesn't look like it's the side scroller. They're doing a 3D one. I'm like, I don't know, Sega. Sega's doing a revival of Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe. I don't know. No, don't do that, Rhea. I actually my New Year's resolution is I got to get back on a budget. Although I did.
That's like I'm starting my diet tomorrow, is what she's saying.
No. I spent $10 on eBay to get Next of Kin on VHS because a seller had buy two, get one free. So I got two other VHS titles, VHS for $10. I'm like, I could do that because I really want to see that movie after Joe Blow, the best movie you haven't seen. I like that series. It's very entertaining for me. And it challenges me to go back and watch movies I haven't seen. I'm really looking forward to watching that movie. But $10, that's not, I could do $10. Here is Ghostbusters Pops. I guess this is for the new Ghostbusters movie. I'm really underwhelmed by this new Ghostbusters movie. I'm very sad to say. I really like the last one. It's just the trailers have not been doing it for me. I hope when
I'm
I
not
see it,
super pumped for it either. Yeah.
I'm going to go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
I also have to get my butt back to the theater. I haven't been using my A-list. I've just been wanting to be home on my free time. Mini Puffed, Phoebe. So that's cool.
How'd you feel about that Mini Puffed scene?
It was all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Grogu effect. All these old franchises have to have like Muppet Babies to succeed anymore. And it makes sense money wise to keep these franchises afloat. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, they are making Cruella too.
I love Emma Stone. She looks terrific.
Oh, she does look great there. And
I'd make her wear that. She was my girlfriend.
Make her wear. Don't use the words wisely.
Sorry, I'd beg her to.
I'd ask. You'd beg her. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd make her wear.
I misspoke.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. If she wasn't playing Cruella, she would also make a great Harley Quinn too. Of course, there's a lot of Harley Quinn vibes with this version of Cruella. Did you like the movie though, Anthony Voltaire? Did you see the Cruella movie?
It's not memorable to me, so I don't think it was anything.
but she just looked great.
I haven't seen it. I mean,
It was fun.
if people like it, get a sequel. I mean, I mean, from what I'm seeing, people say that Emma did great stuff. So
I don't think she's too skinny figure drawing. I think she's terrific.
They're saying Cruella is the best live action Disney film. I actually think the first Maleficent was decent too. I'll see what they come up with. I'll probably watch it. I'll go to the theater. Here's a look at Kung Fu Panda 4. Fighting, is that a stingray?
I was going to say, is he riding a stingray? It looks like it. He's folded up its wings, though.
Yeah. Figure drawing. Stop shaming people for being too skinny.
Don't skinny shame figure
Don't
drawing.
skinny shame. Don't skinny shame. Look, Rhea's happy. I love Cruella. I want a sequel.
And the man just likes, a little junk in the trunk. That's what he's trying.
I mean, I do too, but I'm not gonna. I'm not complaining either way. All right. Here's an upcoming costume for you next Halloween, Anthony. OMG. What do you think, Anthony? Upcoming Ghostbusters Halloween includes a wearable Ecto 1.
I haven't bought Ghostbusters and toys in a long time.
If an adult man wore that, you could engineer it so when you pop the hood, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh God. No, they do not figure drawing. What I'm not listening to your. They do not.
I kind of agree with that. You call a girl skinny, she's not going to get offended. That's most likely.
It depends. It depends.
If you go up to Anya Taylor-Joy, say, "Oh, you're so thin," and she'd be flattered.
Now this is AI, but this you gotta admit this goes hard. Can you imagine if old school, if Obi-Wan, he's watching over Luke, and then he takes out a cigar and has his lightsaber lighted? That's pretty hardcore.
Yep, sure. Smoking, though, he's really against these kinds of substances, but okay, it still looks good.
Yeah, I like that. That's good news to me. Oh, here's good news to Sean O'Rourke. He loves Jaws. I tweeted this at him on Twitter. Some Jaws pinball machines.
See, if you had room, I'd like to have that. That would be
a cool one. Yeah, it's cool. This is actually pretty cool. I don't know if hold on, I might have to bring up a separate. Darn it. They made me click on their website to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. I just want to look at the boxes.
I hate those tweets.
Yeah. So Ghostbusters, the Ecto Collection blind box figure spotted on toy shelves. Now, I know Funko used to make these mystery minis. These look pretty cool. These are by Hasbro. I didn't know, Yes, I used to cover toys and dolls with my wife, and we used to cover mystery minis,
Are those
blind
cheap?
bags.
Because you don't know what you're getting. Like, how cheap are those?
It's mystery figure. They're
No, I
probably
get
like
it.
$6 to $8.
What if you get
per
duplicates
box.
regularly? Like,
That's part of the game. It's like gambling.
Ooh.
It's like loot boxes.
That Slimer with the hot dogs does look pretty good, actually.
Yeah. So these are pretty cool. I might actually want to get some of those. I don't know. The one with they all look cool. I'd have to see what the other side shows too. The other figures. All right. Okay, so let me.
Well, you can see on the box what the other figures are. Did
Yeah,
you not see that?
and the chances of getting them. Anthony, would you pick some of those mystery figures up? No.
No, not really.
The late Shauna Turpic and her team have been nominated for costume awards. I didn't know she passed. That's sad. She worked on The Mandalorian or Ahsoka.
Oh yeah,
The
for a
Mandalorian.
couple months ago. Yeah, recently.
I didn't know. Sorry to hear it. Great, she's getting recognition for her work. Seems like a very nice lady. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Here's her talking about. Didn't you kind of have like a celebrity crush on Emma Stone? Voltaire.
She is one of my favorites. Yeah. Her, Anya Taylor-Joy. What's her name? Wednesday Addams is up there. You know, these are my current favorites.
Okay. Let's see what she says.
Cruella. When is that sequel going to start shooting? Just tell me. I won't tell anyone.
You tell me. Hopefully, sooner rather than later.
Okay. Sooner rather than later. That's not much different. So it is a priority. I think it was profitable enough. And she seems interested to continue the character.
Have you seen a script?
You
could tell me.
There's a work in progress kind of thing going on. Yeah. We'll see.
She gave nothing. This is a boring interview. Sorry, I'm subjected you to this. She gave absolutely nothing.
You asked her a tough question, though. I mean, I'm sure it was okay and she was ready for it, but
yeah,
that's a real question.
Yeah.
Have you seen a script?
How much do you want to revisit that? I mean, that is it's iconic already.
She's a blast. So we'll see. It's work in progress.
Seems like a character and franchise that she's heading up as a producer as well. You know, usually, like, you know how Margot Robbie's eventually became a producer on Birds of Prey. Seems like she's taken real ownership of this character and this version of Cruella. So I'm happy for her. Maybe it'll end up being a trilogy like everything else.
What is she wearing? She looks like she's wearing a Harry Potter school outfit or something. That whatever the hell that is, she's got on.
I don't know.
Anyway, all
right. One of the best moments. Keller and Beck.
Oh yeah, saving him.
One of the few good moments in Mando season 3.
Yeah, that was a great moment. That was good to see.
There wasn't.
This is interesting. This is really unexpected, and Voltaire gave some more context about Jonathan Majors. This is a bold move. I think it's a smart move for him now. It could also blow up in his face.
No, he should go out there and say what it was. Good for him. He's got to go out there and fight.
Okay, so you agree? You agree
Hey,
with this?
listen, I don't have nothing against the man. I wish him nothing for the best. If he wants to take a break 2 or 3 years and come back.
I think you have to. You have to be active now, because if you don't stay active, people forget about you.
Yeah, I mean that's typically everybody who does an interview. So.
And listen, they let Will Smith come back.
I mean,
just saying.
I mean, Will Smith is Will Smith. He's no Jonathan.
No, that's not. It has to be equal for everyone, right?
Well, Will Smith is. I mean, come on, you can't compare Will Smith. Not the same.
Why? Because of how popular he is. Every argument you're going to say is how popular he is, Anthony, and his history in Hollywood.
I'm not going to get
not
into
at the
it.
event.
I'm not going into it, but I mean, what is the interview tomorrow?
I don't know. I want to check it out. Very interesting that he's doing a sit down. Is it going to change anyone's mind in Hollywood? Probably not, though.
Nah, probably Hollywood. You know how Hollywood works.
Mm-hmm. Sat down for an interview with Lindsay Davis of ABC News Live. That's it. That's attached to Disney, right?
NBC is owned by Disney, yeah.
Since he was found guilty last month of assault and harassment. Now, you said it was just harassment.
Reckless assault. It's called in the third degree.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to do it now, but if you bring up what that actually means, okay, that is not like punching somebody or hitting somebody. Again, I use the example and I think this is what they got him on. She had grabbed his cell phone. He was trying to get it back from her in kind of a scuffle. That's my understanding. I don't have the documents in front of me, or else I wasn't prepared. Yeah. But yeah, one of these days we should do that because.
Well, I'm very interested. When's this coming? Tomorrow? When is this airing? I have to see.
Does it say in the article? Click it.
Let me see. Posted on Hulu starting January 11th.
Oh, so next.
Okay, so it will be up on Hulu.
Oh, next week, huh?
Okay. So I'm interested to see what he says. Oh, this is the reason I retweeted this is because I couldn't find the retweet. This is who they're considering for Kang. The guy on the left, not Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
Although Lenny Kravitz could play Kang too if they wanted.
Yeah. Just get the guy who played the guy from Guardians 3.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not trying to see the same.
No, I don't want him because he was so great as
Yeah, he could
what's
go. He
that
could.
character's name?
High Evolutionary.
Yeah,
High
he could.
Evolutionary could have a feature in.
He's gonna go join James Gunn for his universe. So
I've seen this actor in Walking Dead spinoffs and some other shows. He's a very good actor. I really enjoyed his.
everybody online is campaigning for him to be Kang. So yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah,
Lenny Kravitz? Come on.
No. The guy on the left.
No, the guy with the mustache.
Pinching myself.
Okay, give us a little.
I love this guy.
I want to hear the two you sing together.
Yes, you want to hear us? He said he want to hear us sing together. I don't know if I'm ready for all that. Oh, I don't.
I appreciate. I got some Lenny Kravitz cassette tapes, but they're not that great. There's only a few songs left. I appreciate his musical ability, but he seems like he's like too into himself at some point. Like the music videos he recently released.
He's a male model. He's very into himself. That's a good thing. He's very much pretentious, in my opinion. But yeah,
but he has some good songs though.
Sure, Mr. Cab Driver is a great song. I like that.
He's giving 90s sitcom dad vibes. I like him. Yeah. Well, not the Cosby kind, but yes.
Yeah.
The good kind.
That's what she meant, Max.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
We've known each other for so many years, and we have not done that.
I guess he's inviting me to be on his next album.
Yes.
There we go. I think you've heard it, everybody. There we go.
That's an exclusive.
I'm probably just going to do like some hums and, I that's all I'm going to do.
Backup dancer. Backup dancer.
I'll be his back.
Okay. Well, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for it. He's my top choice for King right now. Oh, Cosby's was in the 80s? Oh. I thought it was like the late 80s, early 90s. I don't remember. Maybe when I watched it, it was the 90s. I don't know. I watched reruns. Okay. All right. Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn is Variety's second most anticipated movie performance 2024, only behind Daniel Craig and Queer. I haven't heard about that project. What is Daniel Craig doing after James Bond? I don't know. This looks great, though.
I mean, for her to get a second Oscar, that would be a huge accomplishment in her career.
And Universal dethroned Disney as the highest grossing studio at the global 2023
I mean,
box office.
Disney's still second. There's nothing wrong being second whatsoever.
Let's not stop it, Anthony. Stop making excuses for Disney. I mean, I want Disney to succeed, but that's significant. The amount of IP that they own and the amount of money they pump into it and the amount of theme parks they have.
I mean, nobody could have, bro. Come on. Do you think people are going to stop Mario and Oppenheimer? Nah, nobody couldn't stop them. Bro, Mario's a well-known IP.
They have just as much opportunity at Disney as they do Universal.
The only character that maybe could have outgrows Mario is maybe Mickey Mouse. And Disney didn't even did that for the 100 years of Disney, which is stupid. But, like, I mean, you can't.
I don't know what's your take, Voltaire. I don't want to make. I'm thinking people are not. I didn't want to sing. I'm sorry if I singled you out, Anthony. I think people are making too many excuses for Disney. Yep. I don't think they're in dire straits or anything, but they shouldn't be overcome by Universal with the amount of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the apologists, to be honest with you.
One Star Wars movie would have never made this if they would have released one Star Wars movie this year.
Universal does not have the IP anywhere near what Disney has.
Yeah. And
I mean, let's be honest, once Mario made $1 billion and then Oppenheimer became a huge hit during the summer, there's just no way.
Let's be real too. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Something that Disney's been focusing on in marketing that Universal hasn't is the certain type of marketing with diversity and identity politics, which I'm fine with, but I'm just saying, I'm just explaining that Universal is just marketing the movie based on the characters.
Also, I'm pretty sure if Universal didn't have,
is that fair to say? Is they're like Mario? They're just marketing based off Mario.
Yeah, because Mario's a well-known character. There's nothing controversial
that's
about
because
Mario.
Nintendo wouldn't allow them to do anything else.
Bro, Nintendo's very strict on what they want with that.
That's all it is.
I'm not saying there's not a way to succeed with that too, and I applaud diversity. I applaud people's identities and more diverse people getting more opportunities. But I also see what's happening here, and it is a factor. It's not going to tank your movie, but it's a
like,
factor.
Yeah, like being second second place is not bad. So, I mean,
It's not.
Warner
It's
Warner
not where they
Brothers.
should be, though.
That's not like.
Look, if you own stock in Disney, you wouldn't be so happy right now if you put stock in it. Is their stocks declined?
I don't know.
I think it has. Voltaire hasn't their stock declined a
Yeah,
little bit?
I think so. We can pull that up real quick. That's easy enough to check.
I don't know. I mean, like, bro, like being second is not bad. I'm pretty. If Disney would have,
No, I don't want him. I
they'll
don't
be
want him
number
to
one.
be. Anthony, I don't want him to be angry at Disney. I don't want anyone to be angry at Disney. I just want them to do better for job security for all their workers. And I don't necessarily think people should be upset with a certain way of marketing, but it's a factor. And if I was in charge, or if someone was in charge, I think they should consider that, because this stuff is starting to affect people's, jobs and properties. It is. Whether you like it or not, it's still the opposite. I was wrong. I thought this conversation, this debate would be done years ago. People are still talking about the same points.
Yeah. Put up my screen real quick, just to show. All right. You don't have to be an expert to see this chart. This is the 5-year chart, right? Woo! That don't look so good.
No, that's not hyperbolic either. That's just, and that's not good for all those people that are still paying off their student loans to work at Disney and not having job security. Because again, the executives aren't going to lose their jobs. Who's going to lose their jobs? The low people on the totem pole
We
that are
find
trying
out
to pay off
next.
student loans.
We find out next month on the earning calls of Disney.
Well, a way to turn this around would be an amazing Star Wars director being hired on.
Oh Lord, God mercy!
In a movie coming. No, I'm just saying that.
Not doing this again.
What is this? Bruce comes in. Bruce, those are facts right there.
The apologist.
I'm not saying it's a dumpster fire. I'm saying it should be doing better with all the assets that they have. And one thing that would turn this around quickly, besides Marvel, the MCU, is an amazing Star Wars announcement with an amazing director. Now, she might be, but based on the PR that we're getting right now, it's just a lot about her activism. Okay, fine. She could still make a great movie, but that's not great marketing to start the new year. It's just not. Especially not after the Pandaverse episode. And I know I keep pointing to that, but that was significant, a bad look for Disney. It didn't change the game or anything, but that's not where I would want to lead the new year, to start with all this BS again.
All right. And if you guys don't think that Disney was pissed and freaked out that Universal beat them, I mean, I got to tell you, I don't know what to tell you if you don't think that was concerning to them.
I use out of this is the whole Bruce. Don't do this to me. You're assuming that I'm attacking because she's a female. I use out of context clips for men and women. Thank you very much. I didn't have the whole context. What did I say, Voltaire and Anthony? I said I would like to hear the whole interview, to hear the whole context.
He crapped on Hamada today,
Yes. I crap on everyone equally. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that doesn't look great. I think Disney could turn it around. I would like some great. Let's be real. Deadpool 3. And if they do get that Spider-Man 4 off the ground with Daredevil and Kingpin, maybe Echo is going to turn it around.
Live action Moana.
No, I actually do think that would be good.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think The Rock.
The Rock.
That's
live
the Rock
action.
project, yeah.
If he doesn't look ridiculous with hair. So I think that would be.
I mean, I would say this. We'll see who will be in first place of this year's studios.
Yeah.
If Disney will be second, first or second.
No, my Goodfellow's name is No Facts Max.
That is
This is a fact here.
True. I agree with Degrassi. That would be your name.
This is 3 years. This is news. It's being talked about right now. It's the most clicked articles is about Star Wars right now.
Yeah,
because
buckle
people
up,
are
everybody.
eager for Star Wars to get back in theaters. Actually, the title of the stream is about Spider-Man 4. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, as Brie Larson would say. Like, I actually love that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bruce.
Well, you do it the
Thank
head
you
shake
very
too,
much.
you know?
I have to add as much attitude as I can.
While you're wearing that alpha, snuggie, that really comes off. You're so alpha and whoa.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut. Thank you very much in my snuggie. Where are you, Bruce? Listen, the last movie I went to theaters was Thor Ragnarok. Okay. Deadpool 3, no, I hope not. Congratulations, you've at least to 3 to 5 years of BS narratives to mine from this.
Good content.
Okay. Well, I think that's significant. Oh, here's this. If people like Legos, that's an awesome Lego set. It's on sale. Anyone like Legos?
Yeah, I like building them with my nephew. He's really
That's
good.
an awesome one, man. 119, that's nothing to sneeze at, though. That's, it's expensive. All right. Oh. Robert Meyer Burnett. I know Degrassi is going to have something about Robert Meyer Burnett in here. But they are doing trigger warnings on James Bond now.
No.
Yes.
Is that real, that quote?
I think so. Uh-oh, Brucifer's here. Everyone behave. Class.
I thought this.
Class. Okay, hi, Bruce. How's it going? How do you like my snuggie? Are you there?
Plug your mic in, Brucifer.
This is weird now.
Like a $400 mic. Come on.
It's more than that, I think. Trigger warnings for I don't get triggered. Well, you know what the thing is though? People that get triggered by trigger warnings are just as silly. There.
Look, this is what's great. The great line.
People that get triggered by as long as you
as they did then.
As long as you can see it unedited, I'm fine with it.
There you are. I thought when they put historical smoking
hi,
as
everyone.
Oh, don't you dare. How dare you, Brucifer?
I reversed the words, didn't I?
Well, still too much.
What do you think about people that get triggered by trigger warnings, Bruce? I think that's just as silly. I don't care as long as it's there unedited. I don't care if they put a warning. Honestly.
Trigger warnings? Some people, I don't know. You got to realize there are people with different mental disorders that their caretakers should have a trigger warning. So just in case, like loud noises with people with autism, stuff like that.
What about historical smoking?
Well, some people don't want to see people don't want their kids to see smoking on television. That's fine.
Well, I mean, you could have as many ratings and disclaimers and
doesn't
trigger
hurt
warnings
the
as you
movie.
want. It's just as long as you don't edit the product, I'm okay with that. Like take stuff out.
Like taking Trump out of Home Alone 2 in Canada.
Yeah. I don't want him removed from Home Alone 2.
Well, it's their property. They could do whatever they want.
Well,
the same way you can.
Yes, but
the
I
same
don't
way
like it.
The same way a business owner can refuse business of certain people now. So it's their business. They do what they want. Am I right? It's the
No,
law.
actually, that woman got sued and lost a lot of money. That was a few years ago that she wouldn't do the marriage license. She actually lost.
No, but she wasn't. She was a government employee. That's different than a business owner.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know.
Research, Max. Research.
Okay, research. All right, but what Anthony? What's your thoughts on this trigger warning stuff for James Bond? I don't care as long as the whole movie's there. Like if they start taking out like, what's her name,
made this
Galore,
article?
just because of her name or something.
I mean, look at that warning though. That is great, but will cause offense today, as it did then. They put that in brackets. Like, come on, man.
Wait, what is the context of this little piece from this douche speaker? I mean,
Myron Burnett, the Viceroy of Verisimilitude.
He did slap women in those old James Bond movies on occasion. I think he did it at least once.
Yeah. I don't know.
Otherwise, here he is with 4 lovely Asian ladies in a hot tub. Like, does that really need a trigger warning?
Yeah.
He's probably going to give a bad Asian joke, though.
Yeah, because there was I'm not going to say what the connotation is.
There was also bad Asian jokes in Austin Powers.
You know the connotation for that.
Oh, here's something you're not used to, ladies. Something much larger, or something awful.
Oh my God, dude!
I'm
you definitely need an HR department in this channel.
Yes.
I give HR training.
Wow.
It's one of the services I offer.
Moving on.
Let me go back to my working on slides.
Balin Skull was chosen as Character of the Year in our annual Star Wars Awards. I think he was really good character.
Excellent.
He was definitely.
I don't know if this is true. If this is true, this is awesome about Henry Cavill.
Oh, this is a true story. Yeah.
Okay. This is Tom, and he's 7 years old. One day he told and this is great news of Twitter. One day he told his schoolmates that his uncle was Superman. The other kids made fun of him, and no one believed him. Then his mother made a call, and she asked her brother-in-law to take him to school one day. And Henry Cavill, of course, was delighted to do so. And then some jerk in the classroom said, "He's not Superman anymore. Hashtag Gunverse."
Wow.
So
were you the kid in the back of the classroom that said that, Max?
No, he's still my Superman.
Look at those guns.
So you were lying, Tom. Gunn canceled his Superman.
Yeah, technically we were right, Tom.
Yeah. Thank you, James. And Gunn we trust. God, what does God have to do with that, Bruce? It was a joke. It's a sweet story, though. I like this story. That's great.
She has nothing to do with it. What do you mean?
No. Rhea, was that awe at his guns poking, hammering through that shirt, or was that because of the sweet story?
Both. Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon arrives January 12th on Apple Plus. Awesome. I might watch that. Haven't heard great things about it, though.
Yeah, I just have to be in the mood to sit down for 3 hours,
I liked She-Hulk. I hope the rumors are false that they're not doing a second season. I really like when they did this retro.
She-Hulk was funny.
Yeah. I thought it was okay.
I mean, there were hit and miss episodes, but like this intro where they did a classic, that was awesome.
It's like every sitcom. They have episodes you don't like, and episodes you do like.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like every episode of Married with Children. Pretty damn close, but.
Oh, I don't want to show that. Hold on a second.
Let's see your DMs, Max. Show them.
There's nothing good in there anyway.
Let's see the DMs.
Bruce doesn't
You
send
with
me
the
anything
snuggie
today.
and nothing underneath it.
I haven't spoke to you all day, actually.
I know. I was wondering. Brian said he wasn't feeling up to being on today. Hope you feel better tomorrow, Brian. I lost place on my Twitter timeline in the good news of Twitter.
Oh, there's the pillow biting ET in the background. It's back. It's still on Max's head.
Hold on. Someone's calling.
So one of his DM people are saying, "Hey, send me some more pics, Max. What's good? Don't show the DM."
I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to say a word.
What are you creating slides for, Bruce, for your show tomorrow?
Well, I got 2 shows now.
Mm-hmm.
I have my show at 7:00, which I'm probably going to change the name of my show starting next week.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Thank
going
God.
to be called Between the Covers.
Ooh,
a place to come
and
celebrate your hobby. What? It's a great tagline.
Yes.
I'm not going to spell it the way you think.
Yeah, you will. Someone's going to.
And I'm doing the official slides for the top 10 after show on Renovision.
Cool.
So I'm part of
Thank
Renovision.
you, Sticks Boy.
With Sticks.
No, Kathy doesn't call me. I wish she would. I would tell her straight up.
Oh man, I'd love to have a meeting with her.
Yeah.
Tell her how sexy she is.
Yeah.
I think she's a beautiful woman.
She is.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery's done her well.
That's not my criticism. I have no criticism of the way she. I don't
There is
criticize
no
the way she
proof
looks
that
or
she
her
gets-
age. I have criticisms
There's-
with her output and her work.
She's
That's
not
it.
on any of the housewife shows. There's no proof that she had plastic surgery.
Lucifer, stop it.
But-
Everybody with a few
but-
bucks has plastic surgery, and she clearly has. Her face looks, and I'm not criticizing her. More power to her. She can afford it, but don't tell me she doesn't have plastic surgery like
Thank you,
Banana.
Sticks boy. Sticks likes it. BT, between the sheets, between the covers.
Here's Diego Luna behind the scenes of Andor cooking, on screen and off screen.
Yeah, he's not a vegetarian.
Did you hear about this, Bruce? Drew Goddard, Degrassi says he's working with James Gunn, so it's probably not going to happen.
Yes, I saw that. It's
Uh,
in my news for tomorrow, actually.
Oh well, I beat you to it.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I don't want to repeat the same stuff you do.
Oh, look at this Echo. I'm really getting hyped for Echo, and I wasn't. And I,
It's
Perp was like, watch
it's
the
too
trailer.
woke. It's too woke for me. Too woke for me.
No, the action looks amazing. It looks
That
like
pro-
John
that
Wick.
prob- that probably be the thing that YouTube. Is
You know,
gonna do.
superhero women shouldn't be able to do
There's
stuff
a
like
di-
that.
he's.
Does she have powers, Brucifer?
What about this, Bruce?
She does. I mean,
She
the
does
recent
now.
comments-
She
Yeah,
does
no,
now.
yeah.
I mean, because she's going toe to toe with Daredevil. So
What do you think of this poster, everyone? This poster looks awesome.
Marvel always
Well,
make good posters.
you got to realize she had more training than Matt Murdock did.
Yeah, Matt.
Oh, I love Bullseye. He's one of my favorite characters overall.
Oh yeah, he's very cool. Hopefully we get to see. both
People are
of them.
getting angry at
There's
this.
There's a rumor that they're gonna have a character from the books called Muse.
Yes.
He's a serial killer that uses his victim's blood to paint and do art with.
Oh well, here's the Batmobile. People are mad at this on Twitter. You
Nah.
can't park. You can't do this with the Batmobile. You got to burn in there and drive fast. Not
Oh,
wait your
somebody call
turn.
it a back car.
Music,
Look at
Matt.
that.
Music.
Sorry. Look at that. You don't go slowly with with the Batmobile.
I wonder how much it would cost to own one of these.
I gotta
The
say
price
though,
of-
that one doesn't look that great.
Probably the price of 2 of Voltaire's Teslas.
I don't like the rims there. The rims look different.
When I get that Cybertruck in matte black, it will look like the Batmobile.
Oh, you're getting a Cybertruck?
I'm gonna get a Cybertruck. I'm gonna get it matte black.
Look at people working smart.
So, being that
Oh.
you're 5'7", do you need a stepping stool to step into the truck?
Stop it.
Oh
5'7".
my
How
God.
dare you? 5'10" on dating profiles, but probably like 5'9" in a bit.
Really, 2 inches make that much of a difference?
You tell me.
Yes.
Don't look at me. I would not confirm or deny any allegations made on this channel.
Okay. Oh, The Golden Child was #1 at the box office of the movies today in 1987. I might have to go downstairs to do the mailbag because Callie's raising hell. Unbelievable, dog.
Why don't you just bring it to your bedroom?
The cat's up here.
Oh.
She's messing me up. Callie? I had some more good news here. I had a lot of news for today. Taylor Sith.
What?
Yeah, you showed
You
that
said
one.
Taylor Syphilis, you said?
No.
Oh.
Sith. Maybe. I don't know. She's got a lot of songs. It's a lot of old boyfriends.
Had a lot of dudes, yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know. It's possible.
Her body count's pretty high.
Anybody with it's not just because she's a woman, Bruce. It's anyone with a large body.
What did I say? All I said was body
You're the
count.
one who brought up syphilis, Brucifer. How dare you? Then criticize it.
You get syphilis from one person.
No, that's fair.
All right. Here we are.
And everybody's body count is pretty much past 100.
What's
on
this? Warner
channel
Bros.
anyway.
teams up with what?
What
What did he say?
He's
Are you insulting my audience?
He's
And
he's
me?
just roasting everybody. Good God.
Do you want kicked off the show? What the hell?
New year, new Bruce. And
God.
besides, I'm trying to create clip outs for Max. Did you see my clip, my short of the Atari 2600 Max?
No.
Look at what you did with Rhea. Look at that question Rhea's asking you now, Brucifer. Come on.
What's considered large?
Look at the kind of discourse you've reduced this show to.
Let me see. Depending on age and gender and
Listen, ladies, you only need
non-gender
two as a man.
and sexual preferences. It could be anywhere. Large can be anywhere from 100 to 200 people.
Oh, body count. Okay, yeah.
Oh, body count.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not telling you mine.
Oh, we know how many Anthony's at.
First, why did Joe call you a loser? I thought he only reserved that for me.
He throws that around pretty easily.
Okay. Well, what's this? Warner Bros. Teams up with the Futureverse to turn Ready Player One into reality.
Facebook.
Yes,
is this real?
Yes, it's they're going to turn the game into a meta virtual reality universe.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe they'll team up. So I think that is going to fit right in with their partnership with Apple. You see where I'm going, Voltaire?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the handheld era? There's some of these I didn't know existed. Like I didn't know the Spaceballs one was there.
Paperboy sounds awesome. I didn't know that one exists. Double Dragon, that one I played. Oh, and I had the football one. I did have the football one for
I
sure.
had Paperboy, Batman, and Mortal Kombat. I think, yeah, Mortal Kombat.
People still collect these. Do you still cherish them? Like you would you still play it if you had one?
I have all these games emulated. On
Yeah,
my
when
PC,
when your phone produces much better gaming, it's hard.
Yeah, but remember those buttons?
Yep. I had a Donkey Kong one.
So she is promoting darn, I forget Terror on the Prairie and all her success after Disney. No, she's not. She's only promoting her Disney projects. Come see Gina Carano at MegaCon Orlando. I wish her all the success, but what a waste.
I want to go to MegaCon. I heard MegaCon is awesome. Everybody I knew that went the last year came back with COVID. All the sellers and freaking.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah. It was like a hotbed of COVID last year at MegaCon. I'm pretty sure people
Jeremy was there.
Pretty sure people got books and they had COVID all over the books.
Oh.
Well, right. Jeremy was live streaming from that, wasn't
Yeah, it was Jeremy. It's Geeks and Gamers. Geeks and Gamers brought it to MegaCon Orlando.
Oh, she's using Disney to build her. Okay, wow. Okay.
Yeah, where's the Terror on the? Come see the star of Terror on the Prairie.
Holy
Go pay her $5 for an autograph. Come on, everybody.
I still would. Yeah, I'd still meet her.
That $5. She's probably charges 100.
Orlando. Yeah, I would. All right.
I am good.
What is going on here with Ben Affleck and Duncan? Is this a new commercial he's shooting?
No, it's a real thing. It happened early today.
It did happen. This isn't for. I thought this was next level marketing.
Nope.
No, he actually dropped his Dunkin' Donuts.
Bro,
why is Ben Affleck doing this?
I don't understand. Like, bro, put it on the floor.
Doesn't he pay an assistant?
And then pick it up.
He doesn't eat donuts. Look at him. He's really fit. Come on.
Like, no, like I don't understand, bro. Put it on the ground. Put the boxes down
Well, don't
on the
tell
ground,
me you've never had too much your arms and drop it all.
No, bro, that's too much,
He's
brother.
green those for Halo.
Yeah, that's too much. He has like 5 of them, bro. Like, there's no way. You cannot carry 5
This
things
is the
at once.
saddest series of photos ever.
It is.
I think Dunkin' Donuts paid him for this.
No, it's real.
He gives Dunkin' Donuts a lot. He's like, "Hey, J-Lo, you need to keep that. We got to keep."
He did the commercial where he used to work there, and he got fired, right?
No, he's that's his sponsorship.
Yes. So I think this was planned.
No, it's not planned. Oh my god.
Because what are you thinking? Think about this is next level marketing. Anthony, what are you thinking right now? Man, those horrible Dunkin' Donuts are gone to waste. I want to get one.
He could walk to any Dunkin' Donuts ever and get free Dunkin' Donuts.
I know, but what are you, as the people viewing this, thinking about? You're thinking about wasted Dunkin' Donuts, and that's a crime. Like, look at Rhea. This is the saddest photos ever. You know, come on. I think it's next level marketing. I think even with this shirt, best dad ever. Why is he wearing that? Right, Dad. There. Why does he have that many donuts for him and J-Lo and the kids? 2. That's a lot of donuts just for him and J-Lo.
Maybe he's bulking up for his next role.
Nah.
Just got to keep that. You know what?
So his return is Batfleck.
Come on.
At Netflix.
You had to bring it. You're the one that brings it up, not me. I'm talking about Ben Affleck and Dunkin' Donuts.
Hashtag sell to Netflix.
Don't call him a has-been. Come on, stop it. He's a very accomplished actor and director.
This is great. This is good news. I like that people do things like this. If you are unemployed and need an outfit cleaned for an interview, we will clean it for free. When times are tough, we will help you look your best. Team leader, Archer Cleaners. That's awesome. If that's real, you know. That's great. I would really remember that. Here's Cats. This is exactly Momo. In the middle. All right, I think I'm going a little bit too long with this.
Well, when you get to the cat.
Oh, no. Muse, this will apparently be the main
there you go.
villain in Daredevil Born Again.
You just ruined one of Bruce for slides.
Slide ruined. What do you have to say about this, Bruce? Via Daniel RPK. Anthony, do you have
I can always hit the end stream button right now. How you feel
Why would you do that to me?
I wouldn't do that to you. It's just the option.
I didn't even. Wow.
This is my villain era right now.
Anthony, are you excited about this potential of Muse being the main villain Daredevil?
I mean, there's a lot of Daredevil villains we haven't seen. So him and Kingpin, sure, I think it'll be great to see more Daredevil villains.
What do you think about Kingpin becoming the Thanos of street level heroes?
Oh, he always will.
Yeah.
He's always will always be a part of Daredevil life.
Where are those Legos?
Look, what? That's not Legos. That's Disney Infinity.
That's
Look at all these old school movies before the MCU that never happened.
Okay, let me see which one came out. Punisher came out. Electro came out. X-Men 3 came out. Spider-Man 2 came out.
Namor, Man-Thing.
Man-Thing came out. Blade Trinity came out. Fantastic Four came out.
Oh, I guess they did better than DC.
Let's see. Iron Man came out. Namor did not came out. That was going to be directed by Christopher Columbus. Ghost Rider came out. Silver Surfer definitely did not come out.
They combined it with Fantastic Four.
Yeah, with the second one. Nick Fury movie did not come out. Captain America did come out. Spider-Man 3 did come out. And I don't know what the movie behind his. Yeah, so
something too.
What's that Deathlock underneath Captain America?
I think that's a Marvel character. I think so.
Yeah, it's a Marvel character. He's like
so half of these came out.
Cyborg type thing.
Look at this. How you met Keanu Reeves, how I met him. Bitch, please.
Oh man, I want to have a drink with Keanu. He's a nice guy.
Go dance.
Cheering on a Rubik's Cube. Why are you playing Rubik's Cube at the game? But he's doing it, and they're cheering for me. That's cool.
A baseball game is crazy.
Oh, Jack
Feel
Nicholson.
of the television series.
Oh, remember those behind the scenes of the Batman?
Did a lot of coke, and I just went crazy.
All right. Well, let me finish the good news with Twitter. Now it's time for the mailbag.
Had there been good news at Twitter?
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes of good news. It's amazing. Got so much content out of it.
People love it.
Yeah. And it's not just looking at my Twitter. It's good news. Mostly. Let me get to the mailbag here.
Like the video.
Yes, please like the video. And again, 60% of viewers are not subscribed. I would really appreciate it. Would really help us out.
Anthony, I don't know if that's true. There wasn't any good news.
Wait, you can see that?
Yes.
Where?
Analytics.
While the show is going on, you can see that?
No, not of viewers now, of overall viewers of my channel.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Ninja Watcher, subscribe.
All right, let me see what the
With all your alt accounts, please.
All right, I'm gonna go down, take care of the dog, and do mailback on the downstairs computer.
All right, I'll read the first one. Max,
Like his wife calls him up and tells him, "Get out of there."
Can you just take it down?
Pause yours. Yeah, he wants to. We had to shut down the upstairs computer. I like that his wife calls him up on the cell phone while he's streaming. Get down here. The dog is going bananas. That's hilarious. So he can't have that dog and that cat in the same room. Bruce, you've been to his home. Did you witness that?
Yes, his dog goes. He goes crazy for Momo. When she sees Momo at the top of the steps, she wants to jump over.
There's a reason why. He should have taken the dogs out a long time ago.
Yeah, it's she's lonely. That's all it is. She's not used to being alone.
Mm-hmm. And was she friendly with you?
Yeah, she's very friendly.
Interesting. Well, he's got to go. I like that his wife has to text him. I don't know why. I find that very funny. So what else?
She doesn't want to walk into the room and be on camera. So
no, I get it. What else have you got on your show tomorrow? Give people a preview, a teaser.
I'm going to talk about the hottest covers next week. I'm going to talk about I'm going to start doing upcoming video games that are releasing in the next week or so.
Mm-hmm.
Probably reviews of comics, 3 comic books. We're going to review the latest G.I. Joe, Duke #1. We're going to review the full House of X. Wait, no, the Fall of X.
Okay.
Yeah, X-Men are just like in shambles right now. And we're going to review. I can't remember the last book, but I had to look.
And on another topic, what games have you tested on your PlayStation? What is it called? Portable? What have you tested so far?
Doom, the 2016 one. Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I've been streaming so much, I haven't really got a chance to do everything.
And no lag. You've played it enough to get a good idea of it, though, right?
Yes. I haven't noticed any lag. It doesn't, like, especially when there's like a lot of action on the screen, it doesn't flicker or slow down or anything, which is insane.
Do you find yourself playing on that more than you would on the other one, on the regular?
Oh, I haven't had a lot of time because I'm streaming a lot and doing other things with other collabs with other content creators. And speaking of content creators, I think I will be collabing with Dade for a comic-centric show starting next month. Me and Dade. We're going to go, it's pretty much going through full storylines of comic books and discussing them and taking them apart. Like very classic stories from like the 80s and 90s and 70s. Nothing modern. So. And I will be on Get Off My Lawn on Friday, which is changing its name to the Qualify. Qualify?
Yeah, I think Gavin McGinnis has a show called Get Off My Lawn. So that's not. You don't really want to associate with that, so that's probably a wise choice.
Oh, it's called The Qualified or The Q.
All right. I don't know if that's a good choice either, personally, but hey.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I just show up and be very charismatic and funny. Even though somebody left a comment saying I wasn't charismatic enough to be host the show, so whatever.
Don't listen to people.
I don't listen to people.
People
If I
tell
would
me
listen
all
to people, I
kinds of
wouldn't do a
This
show.
one doesn't listen to anyone. Are you
I
kidding
don't
me?
listen to anyone.
He's not an agreeable person. I
know,
would. I
people
mean, I
used
call
to-
him a lot of things, but agreeable.
You know,
is
people
one of
used to complain that I talked about other YouTubers. Now it's Max only talks about nerd stuff.
You should go back to talking about YouTubers now.
them. I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed it.
I get tempted
Not
every
the
once
best
in a while.
part.
Well, what?
That was the best parts.
We hardly even play Grace clips anymore.
All right. Well. Okay. Good. There's a
You
reasonable
do
amount. In the mailbag.
Campy Eclipse.
CyberSals 2077 member for 6 months. It's been good conversing with you guys thus far. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me bring up the mailbag here.
So who's your favorite comic book YouTuber?
Me. No.
No, like your comic books. I'm talking like
I don't.
Besides
Comics historian.
Besides the people I stream
Yeah,
with,
yeah, of course, yeah. And
those are my
besides
favorite
yourself too. You don't count.
comic historian. He's great. I met him in person.
My
Pretty cool.
favorite
He's
is
chill as fuck.
Brucifer of Kingdom of Nerds.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, Rob from Comics Explained, he has like 3-hour videos, you know, where he does like the whole House of X or something like that.
Fuck
What?
you, dicks. Because we shared a hotel room together. He's like, Bruce is charismatic when he wants you on the casting couch.
No, I believe that. I believe that.
Oh wow! Thanks, Anthony. I think. Yes.
There you go.
All right. So the mailbag.
Yeah, I love
Jake-
Max streaming service.
Yeah. Jacob McKenzie. Thoughts on Batman Cape Crusader is described as very different to Batman animated series, including more visual violence and a noir-like tone. I'm very intrigued to see it. Is it definitely going on another service? Amazon, I believe.
It's on Amazon. Amazon has this. So the green light. Another season with it.
Oh, is there parts of it already out?
No, not yet. Not yet. I think next year's coming up.
It's going to be violent.
So
Really?
Oh, I see how it is, Anthony. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I think it's coming out next year. So.
I'm interested to see another animated Batman. It doesn't need to be violent though.
I want that. I want to see that.
Okay.
On Amazon, eh? What, like, so, like, I guess they're seeing what's happening with what's it called, Invincible, and they're saying let's do something like that. Interesting.
Jacob also says thoughts on Coleman Domingo is down to play a villain for Marvel or DC. I think I'm ready now. I've worked out fit. I just want to be the villain. I don't want to be the good guy. I actually want to do some really dirty, nasty work.
Yeah, that's the play. I would 100% agree with that.
Now, what have I seen him in? Why don't I?
I don't
I
know
don't-
Coleman.
name.
I was trying to picture Coleman Domingo. I have no idea.
I don't know, whatever type of villain he wants to play for DC or Marvel.
Well, what would you rather be for? What would you rather be a hero or villain if you were playing in the MC or DC?
A villain.
Bruce.
What do I play here? A villain.
I want to be a hero. Like Henry Cavill.
I'd be Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash. Voltaire, would you be a villain or a hero if you're?
I'd probably pick a hero. Pick what
Hero?
character? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thoughts on Superman Legacy production is moving faster than a speeding bullet. Sets being built, costumes being finished, actors studying roles, prosthetics and VFX models being made, flights booked. James Gunn. I'm actually ready for it. I
I'm
wasn't
pumped.
ready for it when
I
he was
covered that
promoting.
last week.
Okay, this is the mailbag though, so I'm covering because my member wants me to. Bruce, but yes, I am very happy that it seems to be moving fast and smooth. And when he was promoting his slate, it seemed like bad press to me, in my opinion. But now, after seeing all the movies out, they're just all done. I'm completely ready now for a new movie, a fresh take. I'm ready. So I'm ready to see this trailer, some images come out from the set, which, they're going to happen. I hope he's not going to be one that's going to try to control everything. Although
I think with all the leaks and stuff that's happened over the years of scripts, set photos, costumes, I think he should just not release anything and just let everyone see a trailer first.
I would do
That's
fake
the
stuff
reason. That's the reason why.
if it was me.
Oh no,
I would
would.
do fake character costumes, have them out in public.
would-
that
I
adds to the budget, Max.
That's
You
funny.
don't want to. You don't want to
And
balloon
then
the
do a behind
budget.
the scenes thing.
All
This is why you're not in
has to
charge.
do is just release a poster, and that's it. That's it.
I don't know, Voltaire. Are you ready for this now? At this point, after all the all those movies came out, just ready for something fresh.
I'm pumped for the James Gunn universe. I think James Gunn is going to eliminate all this superhero fatigue language by putting out good product. I think he's going to. Yeah.
Okay. And if anything to go by the Suicide Squad production, there were photos from that of Harley Quinn and stuff that came out. So maybe we will get to see it. I do like to see, just as long as it's not spoilers. I like to see glimpses of it.
I mean, it depends what we see.
I don't think there's fatigue because Aquaman, regardless if you like it or not, is having really great legs right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
so
just
you cannot take that away from Aquaman 2.
Yeah, but what are we talking about? 300 million worldwide?
That's better than the last 5.
Yeah, that's still not. That's still significantly low, though.
You know, for a dead universe that's not coming back.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should diminish that.
I'm not. I'm just. It's still not.
There's the superhero fatigue. It's just in people's minds right now.
261
I completely
worldwide.
disagree, Bruce. And I should do another. I completely disagree with you. Superhero fatigue is real. It's not just by the Bryans of the channel. It's my wife. It's people that I've interviewed out in the wild. It's a lot of people.
Bro, you interview only 2 people.
No, I interviewed a lot of people. They all said superhero fatigue, and then they said, "Well, I'm still open to seeing Batman."
Where'd you interview these people? Well, people that live in senior citizen homes.
No, he goes out with his bag of candy. He goes out with his bag of
I
candy.
interviewed I interviewed. It was the Exchange is a hip place. A lot of young people go there. The one guy interviewed. The guy interviewed. He's like, I like the Batman, but some of the other stuff is feeling stale. They all said superhero fatigue. It's a real thing.
Yeah, maybe people where you live at.
Did you leave with that question? Do you feel superhero?
No, I asked them.
Or did they volunteer that?
I said what I led with. What gets you? No, you didn't even let me finish.
That's exactly what I do.
No. I led with what's the last movie you've seen? What would get you back to theaters? What type of movies do you like? And a lot of them said they like superhero movies, but the way it's going, and then as soon as they mentioned the multiverse, they're like, ugh, they make that noise. My cousin that you met, he's like, I love Marvel. I'm so sick of multiverse. Ugh. My wife, lots of people are feeling it's a real thing.
Well, it's because you dragged your wife to every freaking superhero movie.
No. We have to be real. We have to be realistic. It's a real thing. For it to be where it was or close to where it was, you have to get everyone on board again. And it's not.
Yeah, I guess. And Voltaire, that 261 million is not including this week's international. That won't get added in until Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
So,
all right. Jury asked. Oh, I talked about the Ayer cut last night. I think it's a shame. He seems pretty down on superhero, and he was pumping up Gunn. Ayer.
What is with you?
He was pumping up James Gunn. He was saying I trust in him. Maybe I'll work at DC again. Now he's like, I'm done with superhero movies. It's never going to happen. Something changed. I think he saw what they did to Gal Gadot, and they didn't back her up when they didn't co-op what she was saying that she had.
Listen, I think David Ayer just needs to focus. What's next? What next? Movie? He has a movie coming out next week.
Something changed though, Anthony. Do you agree?
He has a movie
something
coming
changed
out
in the last few months.
Somebody told him
he has a
go
movie
find his balls. I don't know.
Oh, come on. I would totally still be asking for my original vision to get out, but something obviously changed with his tone of where he was talking about James Gunn. He might like to work for DC again.
I'm sorry, maybe he should have taken James Gunn's balls out of his mouth long enough to see that he was again his movie.
Oh wow, man, you're fishing for shorts. clip out these hot takes. Why are you so aggressive towards Ayer? Callie, come here. Callie. My wife's trying to sleep. That's why she's
no. He should have. It's a long time ago. The universe is dead. They're not going backwards and rehash some some cut that has to be done over and reshot and reclipped, and special effects have to be updated. It's not going to happen.
Well, it could happen. I think it should.
Really, you think they're
but
going to throw more money out the window?
I would.
I know you would. Just we could tell. Look behind you.
Thoughts on Universal is the highest grossing studio at the 2023 box office. First time since 2015 Disney hasn't been number one. That's very significant.
Who was even number one in 2015?
I don't know.
Can't be one of
maybe it was Fast and Furious. Was Universal Fast and Furious?
No, 2015. No, 2015.
Well, I think it's significant. I think it's something Disney has to work on
you got
because
to
they
realize
spent a lot more money on their project.
If you look at the list of studios, there are 2 other studios on that list that are owned by Disney. And if you add those 2 studios into Disney's, they're number
Fox.
1.
Yeah, if you have Fox.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the amount of money they spent on their projects, they came. I know there's ways you can make up the money. Ask Sean, but to be that significant of making up that much cost, how much money they underperformed. I don't care if they came
These
in
are all
second.
COVID movies, Max. How many times we have to say that they had to incur a huge budget because of reshoots, stopping shooting?
Movies did fine.
Then what happened?
Other movies did fine. Barbie, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah, that's different when the movies aren't connected in a larger universe.
All right. Well, we'll see. I hope Disney could turn
No,
around.
you gotta wait
I
3 or
think
4
there's
years
some
for a
concern.
movie.
I don't think they're out.
We'll see. We'll see who'll be number one at the box office.
So you're saying they're going broke?
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
I
was saying if I paid money to have Disney stock, I would be upset.
We find out what is the stock.
They haven't been
doing their meeting
performing
calls.
what they should. I don't think. I think they've been underperforming. And I don't think it has to do with the pandemic.
I think the stock.
I think it's a factor. It's a factor, but all right. Jacob says thoughts on Margot Robbie saying Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn. I always want Harley to be a character that would get passed on, which is read between the lines. She says, "I'm passed on Harley. It's going on to someone else." I really don't think she's coming back. But no, it's also good. There's our iconic female characters, and that was the dream.
Yeah, I agree with her comments. Like, hey, I created this character that's beloved by everybody. In live action, I wanted to pass it on to different actresses.
I agree with Degrassi.
What?
Why is there very distinct possibility that Jason Momoa remains as Aquaman in DCU? Such a difficult concept for some people.
I believe
think it's
when
possible.
You know, because Aquaman and Lost Kingdom had no promotion. No, they just threw it out to die.
Why would that be the only thing they keep though, besides Peacemaker?
Because Aquaman, people love Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
All right. Well,
Well,
I mean,
the rest
I'm not
of the
going to
world
be
does.
against it.
International does.
Yeah, I'm not going to be. Yeah, international is something. I don't know if it's enough. I don't know. Oh, actually, there was one more thing on Twitter that I wanted to show because it's exciting. But let me get back to the mailbag. I'm scrolling quickly through my Twitter feed, tweeting too much, but this was cool. I don't know if you caught this one, Bruce.
What?
There it is. There it is. I found it. All right. I'm trying to hold on to Callie too. Callie, stick next to me, girl. All right. This is exciting. See, you're barking already.
Yeah, Anthony's right. If they keep him Blue Beetle, anything is possible.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens. Okay, so Callie, John Cena's back for Peacemaker 2, season 2. He's hinting at it.
Bro, he always posts random shit on Instagram.
That's not random.
Bro, if you read his cap shirt on Instagram,
His what shirt?
That. Bro, it's literally he always posts random shit on Instagram.
Someone's saying don't trust John's Instagram.
I mean,
this is
cool.
How's this random?
I mean, that's why I'm not even gonna.
You can't tell
Right.
me
Just
James Gunn didn't have also work on Peacemaker season 2 during the
I mean, yes.
strike.
I mean, how many? I mean, yes. We know they're working on season
It's
2.
coming out after Legacy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's gonna work.
It might
It's
come out
after Legacy.
before. I don't know. They might film it.
Something tells me he got a phone call from his agent saying the deal's done. Get ready. Start, get back in the gym.
I actually think there's a possibility
Yeah,
you
I
might
heard
get
talk track
Peacemaker
too.
season 2 right before Superman Legacy releases.
No, that's gonna be after. James Gunn said
There might be a
after.
lot of
Capture.
special effects work that might need. I don't know. I don't necessarily think Peacemaker needs as
Or
much special
Peacemaker
effects
could
work
show
after.
up in the Waller series. That's a possibility.
I can see that.
That's true too. The
There you
Waller
go.
series. But I actually want to rewatch Peacemaker. I
Same.
haven't seen it in a while.
I didn't enjoy the first, I think, 3 or 4 episodes, but I joined the last 4. So, yeah.
There were some standout moments in it. And his buddy there, the assassin kid or whoever the real killer guy or whatever. What was the guy? He was great. He was a scene stealer.
Here, Callie, come here. Thoughts, Ryan? Jacob McKenzie says thoughts on Ryan Gosling on if he will perform. I'm just kidding at the Oscars. I think it's definitely going to happen. I like his response. Do you get paid for that? What do you get paid to sing at the Oscars? They pick you up at least, right?
If Barbie wins,
I also
I don't think I don't like what they did to Barbie. They
What?
didn't consider it an original screenplay. It's being considered as adaptive.
That's so dumb.
Oh, really?
You see, the Oscars is
They
this
do
is-
stupid stuff like that.
that is so
I also like Ryan Gosling's promotion on Twitter. He's like, "This was the hardest role of my career." I mean, how do you prepare for a crotchless male?
He's funny. He's funny.
Doll? How do you prepare to be that?
He's funny. He's funny. as
I think
hell.
he was the best part of that movie, personally.
Oh yeah, he was great. And I'm not always a huge fan of him. Thoughts on Margot Robbie addresses speculation of the Barbie sequel. It's funny that the knee-jerk reaction in this day and age is for everyone to immediately ask about a sequel. I don't think it was like that 20 years ago. Yeah,
Yes, it was, Margot. What the hell are you talking about, sweetie?
This wasn't designed to be a trilogy.
I mean,
Well,
she's
20
right
years ago,
though.
there was no internet, so hardly.
I mean,
Social media wasn't
Barbie.
like it was.
Maybe in
now.
Australia they didn't ask
Yeah,
about.
social media was not a big thing back then. So I mean, she's
know,
right.
maybe
What about Crocodile Dundee? They were making sequels left, right, and center. Margot, while you were growing up.
What Anthony asks, what's your favorite decade in film?
That's a good question.
Have to be like the 80s or 90s, I think. Early 2000 or 2000s, I don't know.
80s, 90s, 2000s.
There's a lot of great stuff in the 80s.
There was a lot of good movies in the 80s. Comedies were more, there seems like there was a lot more comedies in the 80s too, right?
Mass Vigilante says, Max, it seems we might get a Moon Knight season
I
2
believe into it.
after all around 2025. Rumors are we might see another variant of King as King Tut.
I believe until I see it.
And it's going to be another Egyptian adventure. If this happens, especially after recasting new actors to play King, will you be interested in season 2? Your thoughts? I'll be interested, but that was one of my least favorite shows. I was let down.
I believe until it. I believe until I see it. I mean, Oscar is a very busy man, so I believe until I see it.
The actual stuff of him as Moon Knight fighting was my least favorite. Like the character moments were great. Oscar was great, but Ethan Hawke was great. I don't know who. Bruce, did you like Moon Knight?
No.
It was just Voltaire. Did you like it
Listen, if I don't like Moon Knight
as a
I'm not a
character?
fan of Moon Knight anyway, and so I had nothing to actually tie me to the character watching it. So I didn't come in with preconceived notions. But one thing I did want to see, I really did want to see a violent Moon Knight, which they didn't do. And he was in the costume, 20, maybe 30 minutes throughout the whole show.
20 seconds.
I think less than that.
Yeah,
I liked. I mean, the Moon Knight stuff we did get was pretty cool, and I like the Khonshu stuff.
I love Khonshu. I think
And then let's top it all off with a kaiju fight. What?
Yeah, that was. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't like that part.
That CGI was horrible.
Yeah,
I think the show ended. The season ended poorly. That's for sure.
Yeah, the finale was not good. It did have great 5 episodes for the finale. No.
Kelly, come here. Thoughts on Vincent D'Onofrio says that all the MC characters, Daredevil and Spider-Man, should be the ones to bring down
He's right for
Kingpin.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daredevil and Spider-Man together. Anthony says, "What's your top 3 movies of 2023?" I'd have to say Into the Spider-Verse, Godzilla -1, and The Creator.
That's an interesting list. So for me personally, I would go Barbie, Oppenheimer, and damn. Oof, man. I'm gonna go with an action movie. I'm gonna go with John Wick Chapter 4.
Okay. Jacob says, anyone else want to go? You can.
Yeah, I would say in no particular order, Guardian. But I haven't seen Oppenheimer and I haven't seen the Scorsese film. But of the movies I've seen, I would say Guardians 3. What's it called? Saltburn. And yeah, Saltburn was my favorite movie of the year, I think. And God, what was I thinking the other one was? Jesus, there's only 2? Was it that week a year? God, all right, I can only think of 2 that I think were great.
What's the question?
Top 3 movies of the year for you.
Oh, that's easy. Oh, you
Okay.
waiting?
Yes.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Blue Beetle. Flash, Aquaman.
Oh, DC heavy. Okay. Nice. Jacob says thoughts on Nintendo Switch 2 is reportedly dropping in 2024, which will cost around $400. Switch 2 will be an iteration rather than a
It
revolution.
won't be 1080p or 4K.
What are you talking about?
They already said it's not going to be 4K.
I think it's going to be
what?
720 again.
No, I think
because
it's
if
gonna
they increase the resolution of the screen, it will decrease the battery life. Which I would
Well,
say that
on the handheld,
PlayStation,
on
the
if
PlayStation,
docked.
the new
on the dock
PlayStation
will be
handheld
4K, but on
has
screen
like
will
a
be
12
1080p.
like the 8 to 10 hour battery life.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you
Switch
can't
has
take
what,
that
2
everywhere.
hours, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a different product. In handheld, they're not going to have 4K. No, and they're not even going to have OLED. I heard. Like the new Switch, the Switch they have out, you can get
I
an OLED
guarantee
right
this is what's gonna happen. The Switch 2 will be LCD first, 1080p, then
Yeah, we'll do it for
and then next
part
year
2.
after that they're gonna release the OLED and
Yep.
and stuff. But I think the Switch might be a hybrid of the PS4, that's like in the Xbox One, specs and stuff, and or maybe the Xbox Series S, which I mean, so yeah.
All right, cool. We'll see if I'm interested to see the
So if it's
announcement. We've been
$400,
talking about Switch 2 since the Switch
That's
came
a
out.
lot for
if
a.
it's $400, I mean, that's not a bad price.
If it's
So
backwards compatible, it's worth it.
That's a lot of price, a lot of money for a last gen system.
People pay it.
I know they do. I don't understand. I never
Thoughts on
understood it.
Cartoon Network Studios and Warner Brothers Animation President Sam Register is against AI. As an animation studio, it's important we protect the artists in the art form as long as we can. We should give jobs to people who really want to do that, and they can get their entry level experience.
Yeah, I respect the decision.
There's a
100%
lot of
right.
lawsuits from artists and class action lawsuits against AI companies now.
Good. I mean, I'm not against AI, but there should be precedent, and this needs to be sorted out. Do you agree, Voltaire? It's being sourced from somewhere.
Yeah, but who are they suing?
GPT, any where they can trace their work to. Program that specifically use their work.
It's going to be Wild West for a few more years before they sort this out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it needs to be looked at, though.
Yeah,
It has to, because you can't have. AI can
what
be
Law and
used
Order is
to
for.
impersonate people, and if they start doing that with world leaders and putting
Oh, that's gonna
statements out
happen.
on, you know
It's
what?
You're gonna
already
get
happened.
Russian AI. You're gonna get all these little side.
That's
AI.
already happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's already
You
gone.
you can start a panic with someone with AI pretending to be a world. People believe anything they see on
The
internet.
AI version of Biden's probably more lively than the real one.
Uh-oh, careful. You know, my favorite thing in
Listen,
the
I don't hate the man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if you did an
Stop.
AI version, it's probably more poppy and more
Okay, Max,
I don't-
careful.
Max,
This is stuff
What?
we do after the stream, not now.
Max.
So my favorite part of the writer's strike was the stipulation that you guys can't, the studios can't use AI, but we writers get to use it when we want. But the studios, you guys can't tell us to use it, and we can't, and you guys can't use it yourselves.
Oh, Degrassi says there's documents that publicly exposed OpenAI engineers naming specific artists they were used to train their systems. Ooh, if that's accurate, that's something. That's something there.
Anyway, look, Microsoft, all these big companies will start to dominate it, but
I'm
there's
giving
still-
you a carrot. I'll be back.
buy some Microsoft stock, everybody. You know, that's what I recommend. They're gonna, I think, really blow out this AI stuff. And you'll be thanking me in 5 to 10 years. It takes a while. It's a slow burn. What do you want, you know? It's not crypto. You know? So Bruce, first, go back to it. So you say you what do you think of that Rob Henderson? What do you think of his channel?
I've never seen Rob Henderson's channel.
Or whatever his name is. You know who I'm talking about. Comics Explained. Don't tell me you've never seen his channel.
I don't like his voice. I like his comic historian better. I know exactly who you're talking about. I rather listen to
Really?
him and his buddies.
You don't like his voice? I actually, when I can't sleep, I put on one of his long videos. And
who
isn't that putting you to
Comics
sleep?
Explained.
Because he's that boring.
No, he's got a good whatchamacallit. What do they call it?
A tone.
Yeah, he's got good timbre to his voice.
I got a whole carrot for Callie. She loves carrots.
Well, there you go. That's a
My
trick, everybody.
father-in-law that passed, he used to give the dogs carrots all the time. Oh, now you're being good. Okay, I'll do a few questions and then I'll give you the carrot.
You know, I like comic historian. And he's funny as shit. And
He is funny. He is funny.
he was at Baltimore Comic-Con, and I don't know if Sticks saw him or not. No, probably not. I wasn't with Sticks at that point. He was literally carrying his friend around in his arms like a baby. It was freaking hilarious.
Oh, really?
Walking that guy's huge.
Okay.
So, and the guy he was carrying is a little small guy like Max.
Jacob McKenzie, thoughts on John Wick director Chad Stahelski says he would take a swing at Blade in a second.
They literally offer him the job, and then he turned it
Why
down.
is he
because
begging
of
for
the
work?
attention. Like, bro, like they give you
He's
it.
not
and you turn
begging.
it
He's
down.
sought after.
Sounds like begging to me.
No,
Chad,
like
I almost said Chadwick.
Embarrassing.
I mean, to be
John
honest,
Wick.
it does
I
sound
combined
like
his
begging.
name and Chadwick. John Wick is a very profitable.
Chadwick Boseman.
No, but like he could do other characters. He could do Punisher or Wolverine.
We got to correct Mass Vigilante on this next one.
Oh my God,
your thoughts on Rebel Moon being an absolute bomb? And it's not an absolute bomb.
Not a bomb. bro.
Critics
Jesus
don't like
Christ.
it. Audiences are mixed, and audiences clearly don't like the film. That's not
How is it a
accurate
bomb
either.
if it doesn't have a box office?
It's getting a lot of views.
Maybe he should have phrased it as it wasn't critically received.
Yeah,
by
it's not a
critics or
bomb. It's
audience.
probably doing really good. It is doing really good Netflix numbers. Let's see if it stays in the
I
top
keep
10.
seeing people. Oh my God, it's not top
No,
10.
I think
I keep seeing people. It's not top 10.
Equalizer
in-
3 is #1 now, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, I mean, people say, "Oh, it's not top 10 in U.S. thing." Who give a fuck? Every licensed movie on every bro. You look at Netflix top 10, all 1 to 10 is all licensed movies from different
Usually.
studios.
It is. It is all
and it's
licensed
doing.
movies.
Rebel Moon is doing good in other countries.
Yeah,
I think all these streaming services hit the nail on the head when they license
Yeah,
their
like
stuff
bro,
out
like
to
yes,
Netflix.
yeah. Netflix win the streaming
Before-
wars.
Netflix
Like,
is killing it with the
yeah, they
views
won.
now.
They won. they win, bro. That's without doubt.
All right. Well, I think it's doing just fine. Thoughts on part 2, and could it get better or much worse? I think it's to be better than the first part. And completely fair and honest of the
I mean,
criticism part 1.
come on, like in 3 months or 4, something
And
like
don't
that.
turn on your Snyder show mode for gaslighting your thoughts.
Okay.
It had problems. I think it could be better, and I think part 2 is going to be a lot more
And
action.
I would just say this: hopefully, Netflix just released the full version, and that's it.
I'm fine with the way they're doing it.
No.
But yeah, here's my thoughts on it. I think it's successful for streaming. I don't think it's good enough to be a success for Zack Snyder altogether and to get him back into the regular conversation about Hollywood movies outside of a streaming service. That's what's unfortunate. And I was hoping, because I think Zack Snyder's Justice League was good enough to get him in consideration for a lot of projects in Hollywood. But now after seeing this, I think it's going to make him more niche and just on Netflix. That's my thoughts on it. I think it's a success for a streaming service.
Interesting.
I wanted it to be a success overall for Zach, and to get him back in the conversation as one of a great director. I don't think this does that at all. Zack Snyder's Justice League was getting there. I think that was his peak, and I think he's hit a little bit of rough spot. It's still good, it's still fun, but it's not great. All right, let me see, because we're almost on 3 hours, so we got to roll through this. What's your favorite movie of 2024? Nothing yet. I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, this haven't started. Oh my, okay, bro. This like, come on, like Jesus Christ.
It's a joke. Anthony's joking. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about all these
Didn't a
questions.
movie come out today?
Bro, how many? Damn, bro.
The one with the pool.
I don't know.
It's a James Wan movie.
Callie, you gonna be good? Here's your carrot. There you go.
What's the name of that movie?
All right. If you didn't know, Steven Yeun has dropped from Marvel Studios for the Thunderbolts by not being the character of Sentry. With this shocking news, are already thinking of Ryan Gosling might
Bro, they're
step
not
up for the
gonna.
role.
Oh my God, bro, they're not gonna
This would
go
happen
from.
to be okay with that.
They're not gonna go from
Nightman,
a.
I'm sorry.
They're not gonna go
Nightman.
from an Asian actor to a white actor, bro. It's not gonna do that, bro.
I think you're right, Anthony. Maybe
100%.
bro.
I agree with that. There's no way they'll do that.
They're not gonna
and I
do
think
it.
they're thinking of Ryan Gosling for a different role.
Yeah, different role. Not like, come on.
Why is Ryan Gosling talked about for like every freaking role? I
He's
never.
Ken. You love Ken.
Because he made such a big
Yeah, in
splash.
one movie he was good.
Oh, you love that movie.
Yeah, of course I loved it.
No,
I
and
love
by the way,
everything in it, but
How do you not know how Hollywood works, Bruce? If
he's
you make that
terrific in
money, you're
Drive.
considered for everything. Yeah.
He's very
he
good in
hasn't had a
Drive.
hit
He's
movie.
very
What's the
good
last
in
time he had a hit
Only
movie? Seriously?
It's what he's done for you lately. What he's done for you lately is Ken.
Crazy Love, Crazy Stupid Love. He was good in that too.
Yeah.
Or whatever that movie was with Steve Carell.
All right, well let's get through this here because I gotta. It's almost 2. Whew. Mass Vigilante. So this year, 2024, Sony Spider-Man universe plans are continuing forward and coming out as Kraven and Venom 3. But do you know that 2 other movies that are in development is coming to that universe? It's going to be a solo Mysterio film and a Doc. I don't think that's still happening. Mysterio film and Doc Ock film solo. So basically, Quentin Beck and Otto Octavius are going to be another set of anti-heroes, just like the other Spider-Man villains. Any thoughts? Are you interested?
I will say that I hope Sony go bankrupt.
Wow.
I'll just say there's no point of doing
I
that.
know they talked about this in the past.
There's no point of doing
Here
that
thinks that they're
Mysterio
still going to do a solo Mysterio or Doc Ock film.
Without Jake, you crazy? He was perfect as Mysterio. No, I'm good, bro. No.
Does Bruce Voltaire? Do you think they're still going to do? They were talking about this way back in the day. I don't
Look,
think so.
Sony is desperate. It wouldn't surprise me. They
just
desperately want their comics IP to get off the ground, and they've just failed nonstop.
I'm surprised Craven
Just
was
give
filmed.
up.
I never
Just
thought
gi-
Craven was going to happen.
Listen, Sony, just give up and give the movie to Marvel. Just give up. Give the whole
No,
Spider-Man
I don't think
thing
that
to
anymore.
I would never give it up. How could you give up Spider-Man, one of the most popular IP?
No, I mean not Spider-Man. I'm talking about like give the characters, share the characters to Marvel, and put them in the
Yeah,
next
if
Spider-Man
they
movie.
do that,
Got these
they'll
feelings.
void the contract
Yeah, like I'm just like these.
unless they work out a
What
separate
is
Wild
next
agreement.
Crazy
month?
Joe has appeared.
What is next month? Adam Webb. They have that movie has
I'm
zero
stoked for
marketing.
Raven.
There is a Sinister Six movie or series of movies with the Sinister Six could be really good. I just have zero faith that
I'm sorry, bro.
Sony can do it properly.
If it was Marvel Studio doing it, sure. But Sony,
If it
I'm
was
good.
James Gunn doing it, I would believe it too.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm good. I gave up on the Sony universe a long time ago. The next movie is Adam Webb. Zero marketing.
Other than Morbius, they have a winning
fuck.
record. I have total faith in Sony. Joe.
Good, yeah,
There
good
you go.
luck. Joe, you
Total
could
faith.
quote all you want, buddy.
Here's a definitive opinion.
Total faith. I don't have total faith in them though.
Oh, he is right. Venom, the Venom movies didn't make bank.
Yeah,
Regardless if people didn't like him or not, they still went and saw him.
Bro,
Because
so,
Venom, the IP is so good. Yeah.
yeah, Venom without Spider-Man. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Well, no,
like,
Venom without
Venom 3
Spider-Man
will
didn't
make
work. I
money.
didn't like the way they did it.
Yeah, Venom 2 only made money because of Tom Holland cameo. That's it.
Well, also had Woody Harrelson in it.
No, he's that
Carnage,
come on.
who's an amazing character.
When was his last box office hit?
All right. Well,
Be honest. Come on.
moving on to the next question because I want to finish up here. Thoughts on James Gunn? Is pretty glad that there's a huge lack of content for DC in 2024. Like, I don't blame him for feeling. Where does he say he's glad about that?
That was 2 weeks. I thought this was like 2 weeks ago. He said there's the 3.
We did come back where 4 DC films have bombed in a row, and there was a lot of toxic drama, a bad feedback.
Is there a Metal Gear Solid movie coming out?
I don't know. So you agree with him or no because you're sick of DC taking major L's? I am sick of them taking L's. I'm ready for a fresh start now. Honestly, it's just it's going to be a nice break, and then I'll be refreshed with new content. And then Joker 2 is still coming out this year, hopefully.
Joker 2, and isn't the Penguin series in 2024?
Yeah, later this year. Late 2024. HBO.
So I'm happy with what we're getting. We're getting some
we got
quality
Creature
content this
Commandos
year.
Yeah, late 2024.
The projects that are coming out this year were one of my most anticipated. Deadpool 3, the Penguin series, Joker 2. This is some of the stuff I'm looking forward to the most. So you know what? I'm happy. I would rather get those few movies that are really good, that I'm assuming are going to be really good, than a bunch of mediocre.
Oh my God. Joe with the hot takes. Jesus.
DC is only taking half L's. Half L's. The movies are great aside from Aquaman 2. So quality wise, they are W's. They're not W's if the audience doesn't show up.
The audience are a bunch of stupid losers. What's with you?
All right, well. Max, another day, another dollar of random people guessing if Marvel Studios are continuing with Kang's storyline with a different actor. And of course they will, because they built up this character too high to have him go through the story and hopefully not panic and don't pull a
Bro, they're gonna
DCU drop.
recast. Like, yeah. Oh my God.
Do you think Coleman Domingo could be a good recast? Other works I've seen is pretty intimidating. Your thoughts?
Yes, he's a cool person. I mean, yes.
Who did he play in The Walking Dead? I saw somebody say he was in The Walking Dead.
He's in a spinoff.
Spinoff.
Fear the Walking Dead.
I gotta look him up. Who is he? I don't know.
And his character's really cool in the first season. Some of the other seasons got a little weird. What?
He was an asshole in the first season.
Yeah, I know, but he did a good job playing it.
Oh.
What is Kang? Is Kang supposed to be an asshole? Yeah.
I mean, sometimes Kang could be good.
He's 54 years old. Do they want somebody that old to play the role?
I don't know.
I mean, 50. I mean, age doesn't matter when it comes to Venom.
F my customers that pay. They're effing spoiled brats.
Damn, Joe. Wow.
This is why I don't want you to be a film executive. F the audience.
Well, no, I can imagine Joe in the meeting. Hey, everybody. It was a good year. We took some half L's, but they were only half L's, so don't worry about it. Stupid audience.
It's a stupid audience. You have to get them to pay. No matter what you want to do, no matter how much nerd wars go on, and people get upset with other people's opinions, the thing is, these have to make money. You can't make people see movies. They have to go willingly to pay. Quote of the day 127. A foolish man thinks himself all wise. If placed in unexpected difficulty, but he does not know what to answer if he is put to the test. Because fear not of any challenge, for you carry the blood of your ancestors within you, and the strength of God is behind you. Okay.
What?
What?
They're a
Thanks.
country of heathens. What is he talking about?
Hey, Max, I hope you're having a great New Year's. And I was wondering, what are your plans for this fresh new year? Going to do something different, like having new members to join or talk about other topics, etc., or just the
Get
hell
rid
with
of
it
old members and
and
have new members join.
and stick with your standard Mad Max schedule? No, I'm always looking to expand content
I think
and do
Max
more
show
things.
should change to 8 o'clock during the day, during the evenings.
I would like to accomplish that. I'd like to go all night. I'd like to quit my job, but no.
Listen,
Don't
That's
quit
not
your
gonna-
job.
you don't have the
That's-
stamina to go
don't
all
do
night,
that.
buddy.
What?
Don't do that.
I could talk about entertainment all day. I would love to take a run at it. I just
No,
can't.
let's ask the chat. If Max changed times from 10 to whenever, because he's never on time,
I'm pretty
to
sure
8 p.m., would you guys watch it?
Well, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do
This way
2
you
live
have more
streams
time
a
to
day.
work on other
Do
stuff.
one in the day right after work and one at night with the panel.
No, the one in the night one is better.
I think I think the 8 p.m. won't be better. This way, you stay up after you work, and then you go right into streaming, and you'll be consistently on time. See how that works?
He's been better about being on time, truthfully.
No, he hasn't. No, he
No,
hasn't.
he hasn't.
You know, he hasn't.
Oh, he hasn't? Okay, maybe it's my
No.
misperception. Maybe it's because you know what? I don't expect the clock. I just wait for. I used to look for the show to start at a certain time, and I just don't anymore. You know.
Well, Kelly,
This
I
one
gave
was on
you the-
time because he woke up.
I was doing
He
errands
realized
for
he
my
can't start at
parents and
10.
stuff. No, I woke up. I had to go take some stuff over to my sister's house. Went to visit my parents. Did a few errands for my mom, and then got more stuff. She's like, "Oh, go bring this to your sister too." I'm always the errand person in my family. So, I was up. We had a good stream. Thank you. He's a little better. Oh, here let's end with Crazy Joe's comment here. No one to blame but the audience. All they could do is make good movies. If the people choose not to go, that's on them. F them.
Yeah.
This is what the shareholders want to hear.
Can we play Joe's outro when we leave?
You know what? That's a good idea, Degrassi. Multiple actors in multiple Kang variants. That's actually probably the best way for them to handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one for the young one for the older one for the middle age. Yeah, that would be good.
Let me change to. You want Joe's outro? Oh, all right.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Crazy Joe Confessions.
I don't know where it is.
Concession stand.
No, he doesn't want you to. He
He
says.
said no.
He doesn't want me to. He has to be on.
Well, it's
All
it's
right.
bedtime and it's a pajama dance, so it makes sense.
And it's such a happy song.
I just don't want him to claim me one day. Like,
Ooh,
that's
White
all my
Lotus.
streams that it's on.
That's my intellectual property.
Yeah.
There might be a White Lotus 3. Yay.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for watching. Appreciate you sticking with us. Viewers, stick around to the end of the show. I appreciate that. Lots of great things coming, including between the sheets or between the covers. Sorry.
Oh, how about this?
Lots of
before
great
you go,
things coming.
how about this before you go?
What?
It's predicted that Taylor Swift Eras Tour will defeat Barbie and Oppenheimer to win the first ever Golden Globe for cinematic and box office achievement. Oof.
That's glazing. That's
That's
not happening.
crazy
That's
that
not
happened.
She is a powerhouse.
If
Yeah,
that
but
if that happens,
Oppenheimer and Barbie were once in a lifetime.
they're gonna Barbie Oppenheimer's gonna win one of those. Hell no.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Good, what do you do? What do you do when you leave, Voltaire? It's hi and hello. What do you do?
I gotta think on that. Good night and good luck.
Good night and good luck. We got a new one. That's awesome. Good night and good luck out there. Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.